opportunity to meet Dr. Cudarelli and have him answer all your questions about RLE, like what is refractive lens exchange? How is it different from LASIK or EVO ICL? Why can't you develop a cataract after RLE? Cudarelli Vision is Colorado's most experienced with over 90,000 vision correction procedures. He can tell you when it's your right time for RLE, like he did me. So register for the webinar at coloradorle.com. It's today at noon, coloradorle.com.
Score huge deals and better sleep at Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale. Their sleep experts will find the perfect bed for your unique needs. Mattress Firm, they make sleep easy.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver.
You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Nonverbal communication.
Mike. What day is it, Mike? Hump day.
Unbreakable bonds.
Look at us three. The three musketeers.
Genius.
Yeah.
Genius, and genius.
And personal hygiene.
Holy Moses. You guys excited about showering?
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Come on. All right, good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday. All downhill from here, right, to the weekend, hump day. 6 a.m. listeners, best of the bunch here on The Fan. Thank you for being with us as you usually are. So loyal. We appreciate it. Want to hear from you. RamosLaw.com text line, 303-713-1043. Watch the show. Been enjoying watching on our YouTube channel, Denver Sports YouTube channel. And you got a lot. We're starting to see the regulars show up, Stoke.
The regulars.
And they're there. They're there at the beginning of the show. They're like saying hi to, the ones that they've gotten familiar with that are there every morning. So it's like they're forming like a little fan YouTube morning show fraternity there. So I like it.
A club.
It's like a club, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So good.
Yeah, that's
good
great.
Morning.
Great. Good morning.
How you doing?
Wednesday. I'm doing great, man. Great weather. It's Chiefs week. Big game. I mean, Broncos are 8-2 after 10 games. So I always got to go back to that you don't take winning for granted in the NFL, especially around here when it was been so bad for so long. And then Sean Payton comes in here and fixes this thing in a couple years, and you are sitting at 8-2. So big week, man. I mean, when is this the biggest game since regular season game since when?
Wow. This late in the season?
Right. I know they had one, when was that? Against the Patriots on Christmas. That was a big game that they ended up losing because a lot of playoff implications.
Right, but that was like wild card implications. This is
big boy stuff.
This is like, okay, time to pass the torch. That kind of thing.
Have you arrived?
Are you
for real?
Are you for real? Are you ready to slay the giant?
Do you believe?
Right?
Because if you win this game Sunday, let's face it, I'm not saying the Chiefs are eliminated from playoff contention, far from it, but their chance of winning the division is pretty much gone.
I would have to agree with that. So, I mean, you want to dethrone the Chiefs? Then it's a two-team race because obviously the Chargers are still in it. But if you want to be the one to kind of knock off the Chiefs, it's this week, Mike.
You can do it.
I mean, you would go to 9-2. Huge game at home. A lot riding on it. And you look at where the Chiefs are now; they're at 5-4. So you would be 9-2. They would be 5-5.
You have a 3-game lead in the loss column plus the tiebreaker. In effect, a 4-game lead.
Yeah,
so,
it would. 4.5. 4.5.
No. If you win to go oh boy, here we go, math. If you go 9-2 and they're 5-5,
you're 4 games up in the win column.
Yeah, but you've played one more game.
Oh,
that's why it's. That's why it's like technically. I'm thinking like baseball. It's like a 3.5 game lead.
I think it's 4.5,
but it's basically 4.
Okay, deal.
Let's go with 4. How about we settle in the middle there?
Perfect. Deal. It's huge. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
If it's 3.5, 4.5, it would be big, and it probably would take them out of the running for the AFC West, which would be really cool to do.
All right. Lot going on last night. Both teams played last night and won. The Nuggets win out in Sacramento as they just continue to roll up the points, playing at an obscene high efficiency level on offense. They put up 122-108 in the win. Nikola Jokic, 35 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists. He did on 16 of 19 shooting. Insane. Jamal Murray playing a team-high 37 minutes, 23 points. And afterwards, praise from David Adelman on the way he's begun the season.
You know, I think him figuring out what he needed to be prepared for the season. I think in other summers, maybe he worked too hard. And then in other summers, he thought if I take time off, like the old vets back in the day, I'll be fine. This summer, he had a really good balance. And it's not just the physical, I think the mental, too. Just had a very clear mind. Leadership was great all summer. And it's just kind of continued into the season. I just feel like he's not fighting it. He's just playing. And what's there is there. And it's fun to watch him play right now. He's just seems loose and free out there.
Well, not this past summer. The summer before was definitely not a hardworking summer.
No, that was one of those vet summers.
That's where Canadian bacon came from.
Yeah, that was a vet summer.
Right.
You know, that's what the vets did back in the day.
That's right.
They got themselves in shape during training camp and during the season, right? The first quarter of the season. So, okay, whatever. Hopefully he found the right mix.
And Murray's back.
Yeah, let's hope so, Shaq.
Yeah, it's, I mean, what are we, 10 games in right now? So, but yeah, no, he looks different. Don't you think so?
He does.
A little bit more consistent, Jamal. Jokic, he didn't get the triple-double, Mike, but, I mean, 35, 15 rebounds, 7 assists. That just means guys were knocking down shots for him. I mean, that's the only way he doesn't get his assists is when guys just miss shots.
Right. But, yeah, he's just – I've got some Jokic stats I'll share with you here in just a little bit that just continue to just – you just have to shake your head in amazement. The Avalanche, meanwhile, facing off against the surprising Anaheim Ducks. Brandon Stokley correctly nailing it at the end of the show yesterday, who the team that was tied for the second-best record was.
I was proud of myself.
You should be, because that is the surprise team in the NHL. But the Avalanche pulled away in the third period. They win, and they now have the most points in the NHL with 27. A lot of great stories last night. Nathan McKinnon, 3 more points. He's on an insane roll, 12 points in his last 3 games for what was he? What is he?
The star of the week.
Number 1 star of the week. That's right.
Star of the week.
And finally, after a couple of disallowed goals to start the season, Gabe Landeskog finally getting on the board for the first time this year.
I think it's my second longest goal drought in my career, so it was nice to just be done with it. Had a decent amount of looks and some bounces that don't go your way, and that's the way the game works. And sometimes you get easy ones, and sometimes you really got to work for them. And there's a lot of guys in this room and in this league that make it look easy to score in this league, but it's not. So nonetheless, big 2 points for us, and it's a good team over there. So that's important.
You know, you think about just how much Gabe Landeskog's had to overcome and getting the game back, getting his skating legs back. I mean, last year he came in for the playoffs. That was pure adrenaline. But getting your legs back for a full season, getting your timing, your touch, your hands, all that stuff, that was the first regular season goal for Gabe Landeskog. Since you ready for this? Since March of 2022.
Wow. Wow is right. I'm not even going to try to do the math on that, Mike. It's a long time.
Next March will be 4 years from that point. So, yeah, long time.
Long time. That's awesome, though. I mean, how much had we talked about Gabe and Gabe coming back? Will he come back? Is he going to be all of that for, a couple years?
Yeah.
And now we don't even talk about it.
Nope.
We don't even, it's just like he's back.
Yep.
But we forget how unbelievable of a story it is that he's back.
Right.
And now he's playing full-time. We just don't even talk to him.
Exactly.
Talk about him and his journey to get back in the lineup, which is great.
We are off and rolling. Of course, want to hear from you. You can react to all the top stories of the last night and early this morning. Got a little breaking NFL news that will make probably a lot of you smile. Some of you might. And the good and the bad news with J.K. Dobbins. That's next.
The Fan Flyaway is back. Presented by 303 Law 4040.
Save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it.
To kick off 2026, Denver Sports 1043 The Fan is sending you to Phoenix for the biggest party in golf. Airfare, hotel, tickets, and $500 in spending money all included. First, head to thefanflyaway.com to register.
Then tune in every hour to see if your name is called.
If you hear your name, you have 10 minutes to call us back and be entered into the grand prize drawing. That's thefanflyaway.com. Denver Sports 1043. The Fan.
What is happening? Stoke here for my friends at Roller Auction, leader in Colorado auctions for over 40 years. And they got a great auction that will be ending this Thursday. All you got to do is go to rollerauction.com to get logged in, to get signed up. It's free, it's easy, it's open to the public. Best part about it is you're going to get some great deals on great items, cool, unique items you won't find anywhere else. 730 items, got a Planet Open box, factory return electronics, furniture and exercise equipment auction. And then Thursday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it's open for bidding right now. A lot of really great items in this one. They got wireless bookshelf speakers, all kinds of portable speakers in this auction. Hey, how about 11-piece KitchenAid stainless steel cookware set? Yep, you want a stand upright freezer, they got you covered there. Samsung 4-door French door refrigerator with beverage center and stainless steel. That's really a nice item. A Meta Quest 3. Yep, they got one of those in this auction. Like I said, all kinds of headphones, speakers, and oh, by the way, a really cool Snow Joe electric snowblower. Snow's right around the corner. Get out in front of this thing and go get your electric snowblower. This is what I love about Roller Auction, is they're always adding new auctions, updating auctions every single week. Go see it all and get yourself one of those great deals at rollerauction.com. That's rollerauction.com.
I'm Corey Rose, anchor at 9 News and proud mama who enjoys taking my kids mountain biking at Winter Park. I love preparing you for the day ahead with the latest headlines. Whether it's tackling safety in our kids' schools or covering breaking news, from Aurora to Lakewood and everywhere in between, we've got you covered. Because when news moves fast, you need a team that moves with you. Make the move to 9 News Mornings. Weekday mornings live starting at 4:30 anywhere you watch.
Black Friday is going on now at every AutoNation store. Hurry in and save for a limited time. Buy with zero down. Plus, make no payments till next year. Shop new and used cars, trucks, SUVs, even top luxury models. Drive with zero down. Plus, no payments till next year. Save your cash for the holidays. Go to your nearest AutoNation store now. Limited term financing on approved credit. 90-day deferred payment. Interest accrues from date of purchase. See store for details.
These days, losing weight is such a roller coaster. You try the new medications, and when you stop taking them, you gain it all back.
Today is a new day. Today is a new day.
Let Soda Weight Loss teach you the healthy, natural way to let go of the weight for good.
Do you know how good it feels to let go of 51 pounds of belly fat? And I did it without drugs, shots, or hunger. Because Soda Weight Loss works. Just look at all the Google reviews and all the thousands of before and after pictures.
For a limited time, 2 people can start with Soda Weight Loss for the price of 1.
What does that mean? It's more fun?
Double the motivation, double the results, half the cost.
The best decision I've made in a long time was just to call Soda Weight Loss.
Take advantage of Soda Weight Loss 2-for-1 partner program. Visit sodaweightloss.com. That's SOTA weightloss.com. Soda is, say it with me, state of the art.
At Postman Law, we're not your typical injury firm. Our lawyers have won at the U.S. Supreme Court, gone head-to-head with giants like Uber and Amazon, and recovered billions for clients. When you've been injured, having the right lawyer matters. PostmanLaw.com. Others promise. promise, Postman delivers.
Call 844-POSTMAN. Attorney Advertising.
Wow, Leslie, your fireplace really sucks.
I beg your pardon?
Well, what I mean is your fireplace is literally sucking all the air out of your house and right up the chimney every time you burn it.
Well, what can I do about it?
Well, you could get a high-efficiency gas insert from Mendota. It keeps all the air you already paid the utility company to heat, and it returns up to 86% of the fire's heat back into your house.
I'd use my fireplace every chance I get if I could do that. Maybe my furnace wouldn't need to run so much.
Well, that's the whole point. Hi, this is Keith Lair with Lair Fireplace and Patio, along with my niece, Leslie, to tell you how a gas insert from Mendota will give you the incentive to use your fireplace again. Mendota gas fireplaces and inserts are made to crank out the heat with beauty and style.
Lair's is Denver's oldest, most trusted name in fireplaces. Family owned and operated since 1954.
We'll even give you a free in-home quote, including expert installation by our own certified in-house installers.
Find us on the web at lairfireplacepatio.com.
For top quality Mendota fireplaces and inserts, it's Lair Fireplace and Patio, Denver's fireplace experts.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later on your timeline. No showings, no double moves. Plus, Orchard handles all home repairs for you, attracting buyers. Buy before you sell and get top dollar with Orchard. Visit Orchard.com for your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com.
Be advised, this is your opportunity to save up to 40 to 80% on a hot tub or swim spa. This weekend only, Friday through Sunday, National Western Complex. Be advised, this is your opportunity to save up to 40 to 80% on a hot tub or swim spa. This weekend only, Friday through Sunday, National Western Complex. 18-month interest-free financing. Our factories have demanded we sell 1,000 hot tubs and swim spas this weekend. National Western Complex. Huge factory incentives, factory rebates, this weekend only. National Western Complex. We can remove your old hot tub. Free delivery of your new hot tub. Hot tub starting at $2,999. National Western Complex. Free delivery of your new hot tub. Just relax and enjoy. National Western Complex. Friday, 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Saturday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Sunday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Free admission, free parking, free delivery. National Western Complex. Call 833-SPA-SALE or visit hottubandSwimSpaSale.com.
Dental phobia? Consider Sedation Dentistry with Clarkson Dental. Their highly trained team will lead you through an exceptional dental experience from that first fearful call all the way through to aftercare. Call the most experienced sedation dentist and staff. Clarkson Dental, ColoradoSedation.com.
Stay up to date on the Broncos with our 9 News Broncos insider Mike Kliss. Presented by Fitness Gallery. Hear the latest from every practice and every game every single week during football season. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan. I want it all. Relentless mind games.
Are you trying to get me in an oh-really right now?
Total accountability.
You're always throwing your teammates under the bus. That's just what you do.
And a sprinkle of advanced analytics.
The Boo rating, BOO, which is balls over opponent.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
J.K. Dobbins, I'm a little worried there. You know, after the game, he was saying he was good. And after that hip drop, when he limped off, he had 6 more carries, looked good. He looked healthy. But then the next day when he had that rant on social media, really with the obscenity-laced rant on social media about the hip drop, you have to wonder if the next day it didn't go so good. So by Wednesday, we might find out, I guess. But little concern there with Dobbins.
Yeah, Mike Kliss, our 9 News Bronco insider, will all be watching to see if J.K. Dobbins practices today, if he pops up on the injury report. I guess good and bad news yesterday, Stoke, in that the folks that cover the team, you know, put out on social media, hey, good news, J.K. Dobbins not put on IR. Which, okay, I guess is good news, but the fact that this was sort of in play, you know, the IR, a minimum of 4 games is yikes. So how do you feel? How are you reading the tea leaves on this one? I guess he could be out there practicing today, and if he's out there practicing today, it's all good. He'll play probably Sunday against the Chiefs, but boy, this seems like, and the other thing too is, okay, maybe not put on IR, maybe for the same reason that Patrick Surtain wasn't put on IR because you do have the benefit of the bye week to help you out in recovery, and so you don't necessarily want to put him on IR because you're talking about 4 games. So you want the flexibility of not going on the IR. How you reading all this with J.K. Dobbins?
Yeah, I think we'll learn a lot more today. I'm not expecting him to practice. Just because he hasn't been put on IR yet doesn't mean he won't be put on IR tomorrow or Friday. So still concerned, but feel better than I did yesterday. How about that?
Yeah.
Yesterday we were talking about him getting second opinions on it. That had me really concerned. Today, no IR yet, which is good news, obviously. But still, I'm not going to feel great until I see him practicing or until we get some kind of clarification from Sean Payton. He's going to be out just 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever the case may be, because my first original thought goes to, oh, this is terrible. He's getting a second opinion. Liz Frank, out for the year. That's you see his tweet. He was very upset about the tackle, but that's where my mind goes automatically is to the worst case scenario.
I heard the drive yesterday. They were debating this. It's good topic. Let me ask you, if you could choose who you could have on the field Sunday.
Yeah, I heard it too, and
J.K. Dobbins or Patrick Surtain. I don't think it's even close either, but
right.
Okay, we on the same page. Let's see. All right, 1, 2, 3. Let's try this again. This did not work out well last time.
No, not for you, but Mark and I, it did. The athletes, it did. The JV guy, it didn't.
Okay. I don't
you were
even
like, oh,
I don't
you
even
named some name that no one in the world has ever heard of.
Some backup lineman for the New Orleans Saints. All right, 1, 2, 3, and then the name.
Yes.
Okay, J.K. Dobbins or PS2. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Wait. But you got to, who would you rather
have on the field Sunday?
Okay, right.
All right.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Patrick Surtain.
All right.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah, Zach said Dobbins, but I mean, come on, what are we doing? I mean,
explain yourself.
Yeah, it's not even close, Zach. I mean, you're talking about the Chiefs now with all their weapons back offensively. You want your secondary. You need Surtain out there, and running back wise, yeah, Dobbins has been the better running back, but we haven't even really seen a lot of R.J. Harvey and Bidet running the football.
He can't be that guy.
Hey, he might be that guy, Zach. He might be.
It's impossible.
It could happen, but he needs more reps.
It's literally impossible.
We haven't seen his ceiling. We haven't seen his ceiling yet. So
his ceiling is established.
It's not established, Zach. It's not. I'm sorry, buddy.
Zach, calm down.
You got me yelling now.
Calm down. Calm down.
No, but right? I don't mind taking. I want to see Harvey get 15 carries, or give Bidet 10 and 10. Give Bidet 10, give Harvey 10. I want to see if one of those guys steps up and all of a sudden, all right, now we know what we got. But the best player in the NFL on the defensive side of the football last year, I'll take that guy.
Yeah, against a Kansas City offense that is showing signs of being like the old offense, not the one that's been in
they got all their weapons
in
back.
Slumbertown for the last couple of years. Yeah. I've got one texter who's been, ever since the J.K. Dobbins news started to take hold the last couple days, has been just pestering me with basically the same text. Broncos should have given up that third for Breece Hall. Well, it's okay with the benefit of hindsight. Let's play that game. Should the Broncos have been willing, if that was the asking price, to give up a third-round pick for Breece Hall, the running back for the Jets, who's currently in the final year of his rookie contract? It'd be possibly a rental.
Well, yeah, I mean, unless you re-sign him in the offseason, which you could do anyway if you really wanted him next offseason when he's a free agent. No. I think the Broncos are fine. I mean, you got to consider the situation. So what are you going to do with Breece Hall? Are you going to just bench J.K. Dobbins?
Or are you just going to bench R.J. Harvey?
Well, Harvey's getting 4 carries. So
I see. Okay, I see what you're saying.
We don't have enough footballs to go around to get both of these guys the carries that they need. So
plus
and Dobbins wasn't hurt then.
Exactly.
He was healthy, and it was going good. It was fine. So you don't just give up a third-round pick for a guy to come in and be a backup or be no. It just didn't fit the situation here. Well, it wasn't not for a third-round pick.
To the texter's point, it was, well, you have a guy with an injury history like J.K. Dobbins. You have to cover yourself. But, okay, so you're going to do that with every player on your team that has a injury history? You're going to go trade for a middle linebacker because Dre Greenlaw has a injury history? Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's not. You can't operate that way.
You're taking the guy who at the time is a top 6, top 7 rusher in the NFL, and J.K. Dobbins, and you're going to say, hey, we're going to give up a third-round pick for Breece Hall to come in and do what? Take over the 4 carries of R.J. Harvey every game? That's it?
Right. Doesn't make sense. So.
Or you're sending a message to J.K. Dobbins, hey, we don't believe that you can stay healthy. Now, he's not healthy. So the armchair quarterbacks can say have a field day with this, but
you don't give up. You don't give up a third-round pick. Come on,
at that time.
Mike, that's not even in play. That's in this situation. That's crazy. No one would give up a third-round.
Now
pick.
the Chiefs, I know we're talking about Breece Hall, and that would have made some sense for them because neither Isaiah Pacheco nor Kareem Hunt, runs at a level that J.K. Dobbins has been running at. So I could see that for Kansas City. Didn't really see it here for the Broncos.
Yeah, it didn't make sense for the Broncos and their situation. The running back situation has been fine. That hasn't been the problem. Third-round picks are very valuable. And you're only going to have him as a rental. That's the problem. He's going to be a free agent at the end of the year also.
Coming up, make sure you're listening as we're going to be getting more people entered today in our fan flyaway for the trip down to Phoenix for the biggest party in golf in February. So if you're registered, be listening. Your name could be called coming up. Also, David Adelman talking about how he feels as he settles into his role as the head coach. More from Gabe Landeskog after the Avs win. That's all coming up next.
Do the Broncos need to get back to basics on offense?
Every person in every situation that I've ever been in and guys that I've talked to, when it comes to we're not playing well, the answer is always, let's simplify. 100% of the time.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Fellas, what is happening? Stoke from my friends at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. Now, fellas, remember that first time you failed to perform in the bedroom? You probably just laughed it off, right? No big deal. But then it happened a second time, third time, or more. Now you know it's a problem. But guess what? I got a solution for you, and that's Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. Jeff and his team, they're the absolute best. They can get you taken care of. They have treatments when the pills or the herbals fail. They have treatments with success rates well over 90%. Some treatments can have you last an hour or more. Stop procrastinating, fellas. Start taking your health seriously again. Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic has served the Front Range of Colorado for nearly a decade, and they have successfully treated tens of thousands of men. They have an expert staff. Like I said, Jeff and his team, they're the best. And if you're like a lot of men, you could be having sex the day after your appointment. They have 5 locations in Colorado to serve you. Fort Collins, North Denver, Central Denver, Castle Rock, new and improved office over there in Castle Rock and Colorado Springs. Call 720-440-7900. That's 720-440-7900. Or you can find them online at RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Hellsberg gifts checked off the list. Now, time for wrapping. Earrings for mom. A gold bracelet to match the rings Danielle wears every day. And for Dad, a new watch, because we all know he needs one. All right, this is going to be a good one.
Our favorite things for your favorite people. Shop in store at Hellsberg.com for up to 50% off.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
How do you stay humble when you're America's #1 wiper blade? That's what we're currently dealing with at Rain-X. Is it even possible to humble brag when you bully Mother Nature like we do? Do we sound too conceited if we keep repeating how Rain-X is the #1 brand of wiper blades in America? No, we'll take a lesson from our wipers and just keep doing our job with humility. As America's #1 wiper blade. Rain-X. outsmart the elements.
So my mother is thinking of switching from Verizon to Pure Talk, but she's worried the deal sounds too good to be true. Michael, she said, how can those Pure Talk people offer me the same basic service as Verizon for so much less money? I said, Ma, go ask Google how much Verizon spends on advertising and promotions. A few seconds later, my mother said, oh my goodness, $12 billion a year? That must be a typo. I'll tell you what I told my mom. It's not a typo. Verizon spends $12 billion a year on advertising and promotions, and their customers are paying for it. Well, Pure Talk doesn't spend that kind of money on commercials. Trust me, I would know. That's why they can offer you and my mother unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data on a crazy fast 5G network for just $25 a month. And if you're a business owner, you could really save a fortune. Dial pound 250, say the words Mike Rowe, and you'll get an additional 50% off your first month. That's pound 250 Mike Rowe. Pure Talk. Everything you need and nothing you don't.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Zach By here for 5280 Exteriors. Right now, they have a generous deal on windows. Receive $1,000 off every 10 windows you purchase. On top of that, they want to be a part of your Thanksgiving celebration. They will provide you with a $100 gift card to your local grocery store to contribute to your Thanksgiving festivities. Call 5280 Exteriors today to take advantage of this special November promotion. 5280 Exteriors, the altitude of quality.
Audible's romance collection has something to satisfy every side of you, because you can't be pinned down, unless you want to be. Your first love story is free when you sign up for a 30-day trial at audible.com.
Cake Mortgage Corp, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 1734623, licensed in Colorado by the Division of Real Estate. Terms and conditions apply. What if you could use the equity in your home to get cash fast? With no appraisal, zero hassle, and less waiting with Cake? You can. The Cake Fast Cash program is like turning your home into your ATM. People are using it to pay off high-interest debt, do renovations, tackle student loans, or cut monthly bills by hundreds, even thousands of dollars. The best part? Your current mortgage rate won't change. With Cake, you also get peace of mind. We're AAA rated by the Better Business Bureau and backed by thousands of 5-star reviews. Cake Mortgage. Your fresh-baked Cake Fast Cash loan is ready to enjoy. So don't wait. Call 720-850-0012. That's 720-850-0012. Or visit cakehome.com for thousands of 5-star reviews.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan is brought to you by TradeGen Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors.
Short-term memory loss.
I don't remember. What was the reason I gave for earlier?
Oh, my goodness. Okay. I don't remember what you said. You think I remember the reason?
Ironclad sources.
One of the biggest haters in my life, my wife. My wife. She will even vouch for that story.
And spontaneous karaoke.
New additions like Ronnie, Bobby,
Ricky and Mike.
If I like a girl who can cool it down.
Slow it down.
Watch out, I'm gonna lose control.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.
About that?
Yeah.
Or chill down your spine.
Yeah, one or the other.
Big news in the NFL this morning.
What do we got? I'm anxious to hear this.
Big news in the NFL in the wake of Brian Daboll being fired as the head coach of the Giants. With Jackson Dart likely to miss this week's game because of a concussion, Jameis Winston expected to start this week for the Giants. Not Russell Wilson.
Limited.
Wow. I mean, I don't understand why they've been having Russ as the backup. They've just been probably hoping to keep everyone kind of happy there and hope that Jackson Dart stays healthy so they don't have to put in Russell Wilson, because you could tell they didn't want to put him in 3-4 weeks ago when Jackson Dart got dinged up. And he looked terrible then. So why wouldn't you just have Jameis Winston as your backup? It doesn't matter now. Now he's your starter. But, yeah, that was a big reason why Daboll got fired, was because that's your franchise quarterback in Jackson Dart. You've got to protect the guy. He's calling all these – Mike Evans wants these plays for Bo. All these design runs.
Easy.
And they keep running the ball more, Bo. Run the ball until you get,
totally out of context.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
I say look to run more when you're scrambling.
Know your role and shut your mouth.
Not a big fan of the designed runs
until they work for touchdowns.
Not like well, if
when
you
they work for
if you want to do a
touchdowns.
couple of games, sure, but not like 7 or 8. No, I never advocated for that.
Yeah. So big reason why he got fired. He's got to keep his quarterback healthy, and obviously they had some epic meltdowns at the end of the games, like and the Broncos was a big one. But yeah, Jameis. I mean, why not? We saw Russ last week come in for Jackson. He was terrible.
Terrible.
So, what are you doing? I mean, it's got to be Jameis Winston.
Is this it for Russ? Should be. Hang it up, Russ.
Yeah.
Hang it up.
I mean, who's going to
believe in it? Believe in it.
No, it's done.
So, what team is going to? He can't compete for a job anymore, right? You can't do that. But so, what team is going to want him as their backup? You've seen him come in and play terrible,
or as your bridge guy. He failed that role this year as well.
Right. Yeah, he's not. He can't be a starter.
Even as I mean, bridge meaning you got the rookie guy that you drafted that you're.
But you're a starter for 4 games.
Week 5, yeah, exactly. But he can't even do that either.
No.
Wow.
Because then he's your backup, and you can't count on him to be your backup. And how good is he? Is he a great teammate? I don't know. I'm just asking. Is he a great teammate? You want your backup quarterback to be a great teammate, and really help guide your young quarterback and mentor him, right? Is that Russ? I would think that it's not Russ's strength.
On the Ramoslot.com text line, hey guys, I was listening to your station late last night, the ESPN radio, and they gave the Broncos 0 chance to advance in the playoffs. This Sunday would definitely make a statement if the Broncos play their best ball on all aspects. Complete game, all sides, pull off a confident win. Let's go. Let's Bo.
0% chance. I would really disagree with that. I mean, that's I don't know. Broncos are 8-2. They're a pretty good football team right now. They find different ways to win games. Do they have issues on the offensive side? Yeah, but they can correct some of those. But I mean, when you have a great defense, you have a chance in the playoffs. So whoever said that was dead wrong.
But I think in order to change the national narrative about the Broncos and even the local narrative, you got to show coming down the stretch here that you can beat the Chiefs, beat the Chargers.
You don't believe?
Before you ask, am I saying this is a must-win? Actually, I'm not. I don't think it's a must-win because the Broncos are going to be a playoff team. So from that standpoint, is it a must-win? No. But I do believe that if you want to feel confident about the Broncos going into the playoffs, that they can make a deep playoff run. Come on, isn't this the kind of game you got to win?
No, I'm not going to overread a regular season game. Week 11.
Do you have to beat the Chiefs at least once in order to feel good about their chances in the playoffs?
No, I mean no. I just want a team that's at least competitive in those games.
Well, you're very good at kicking the Bronco can down the road.
Whatever that means.
You don't ever want to arrive at a point of, okay, here's where the buck stops. I mean, you just keep saying, well, it can, no.
Right, because I'm not going to say if they don't beat the Chiefs, and I don't see a path or an avenue for them to win a playoff game. What? I saw them beat the Eagles a few weeks ago. Eagles are defending on the road. Is that not a statement win? Is that not a really good win? So I know the Broncos are a good football team. Beating the Chiefs will not validate that for me. I already know that. And I know they can play with anybody in the NFL on any given Sunday.
You would be as confident going into the playoffs and having
now you're changing it.
No.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Hold on. You would be as confident going into the playoffs to play the Chiefs if they lost both games to the Chiefs versus if they won both games versus the Chiefs. It'd be
Mike,
the same.
I mean, what kind of question? Are you serious? Are you really going to ask that question?
I'm asking that question.
That's a
because
that's a dumb question.
Well, no, you're saying
yes, it is.
No,
that's because not only is it dumb, it's super duper. I mean,
super duper.
You would feel
super duper.
Okay, wait. Who would not feel more confident if a team beat them 2 times rather than lost to them 2 times? Who on the planet Earth? And you asked me, Brandon Stokley, that question.
I am making my point that the importance of beating the Chiefs at least once.
You just said two. You're changing the question.
No,
you
I'm
just
saying
said 2 times.
Well, yeah, that's why I say at least once, because if
And
you
now
don't,
you're saying at least once.
If you don't beat them at least once, that means you will have lost to them twice. So I'm asking you, would you feel as confident going into the playoffs to play the Chiefs if you lost to them both times, as opposed to if you beat them at least once? It sounds like it wouldn't change, because you just said at the beginning of this segment, I believe in the Broncos. There's nothing that I've seen from the Broncos that doesn't make me think they can't win against anybody in the playoffs.
I believe in the Broncos, even if they lost both games. Would I feel more confident if they won both games? Of course.
Okay, so you're all right. That's all I want.
Of course, I'd feel more confident, but I like this football team. Who wouldn't feel better about their team if they beat another team two times?
That's okay. We got to where I wanted to go, where you said they could lose.
Ty. That's very obvious, Mike. Way to get to your point.
All right, here's the point.
You win.
So here
Good job.
Here we go.
It's annoying.
They could lose both times to the Chiefs, and you would still feel confident going up against them in the playoffs.
I said I would still. Why are we playing the Chiefs in the playoffs? Why we might be playing someone else in the playoffs.
If you lost
I'm just talking about winning. Yes, and then all of a sudden we're playing the Chargers or we're playing Pittsburgh. Yes, I feel good about this Denver Broncos team.
Hot Ravens team. If you lost both games to the Chiefs, hot Ravens team. Would you feel still?
It doesn't matter, because the Chiefs and the Ravens are two totally different teams. Styles makes fights. I don't know if you know that. Have you heard that saying?
I have heard that saying.
Okay, well, there you go. Hear it again.
So virtually nothing can happen down the stretch here when it comes to these games that will change your impression of the Broncos going into the playoffs. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting take there. Okay. Hey, you want to go to Phoenix this February for the biggest party in golf? It's the Fan Flyaway, presented by 303 Law 4040. Travis Steef. You have 10 minutes to call us back at 303-713-1043 to be entered in our drawing for the grand prize. 2 tickets to Saturday's round at TPC Scottsdale. Round-trip airfare for 2 from Denver to Phoenix. 2 nights hotel stay, a $500 Visa gift card. Travis Steef. Call us back at 303-713-1043. If you haven't already entered, you can still sign up at thefanflyway.com. Make sure to listen weekdays every hour between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. to hear if your name is called. All right, lot to react to from last night with the Nuggets and Avs both getting wins. Our Bronco conversations so far this hour. We'll open up the text lines to you next.
Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan is on a mission to feed families this holiday season, and we need your help. As part of our Fill the Truck campaign, we'll be collecting canned goods and non-perishable food items to benefit the Food Bank of the Rockies November 19th, 20th, and 21st. So stop by the Walmart Supercenter in Highlands Ranch near C470 in Quebec from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and help us fill the truck for those in need. Head to denversports.com/truck for more info. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Well, Copperhead Plumbing has been reliably serving Colorado since 2007. That means a lot of repeat customers and positive referrals and word of mouth. I'm a repeat customer. I've recommended Copperhead Plumbing to my guys here at The Fan. Stank, Stoke, and Cecil have all used them with great results and positive feedback. Professional, courteous, on time, great communication. I say all this because as we head into winter and the holiday season, Copperhead Plumbing is ready to help with any plumbing issue, minor or major, and here's an added bonus. Visit CopperheadPlumbingInc.com and get a coupon for a free service call. Immediately, you save money and get introduced to their fleet of licensed technicians who must pass thorough background checks and continue their education with monthly training. Trust Copperhead Plumbing to tackle whatever your problem is, from drain cleaning to garbage disposals, frozen pipes to water heaters, sump pumps to main sewer lines, as well as plumbing issues you didn't even know existed. Go to CopperheadPlumbingInc.com to get that coupon for a free service call and check out their different financing options. Call 303-552-3491. Copperhead Plumbing, they plumb different. They plumb custom.
This is Hall of Famer Terrell Davis. During my playing days, I knew success came from hard work and a great team. The same is true in banking. That's why I trust Colorado Credit Union. They've got the tools to help you reach your financial goals, whether it's buying a home, growing your savings, or just making the right money moves. With Colorado Credit Union, you get exceptional service with personal touch. Ready to win with your finances? Visit ccu.org today or stop by any branch. Colorado Credit Union. Love where you live, love where you bank. Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. And that's what you get with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. With more than 45 years' experience serving its members, United Healthcare has plans with low monthly premiums that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage Colorado can count on.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here from my friends at Xfinity. Imagine all that could happen in 5 years. Jobs may change, kids are going to grow, new memes will come out, but also, what if you had reliable, intelligent Wi-Fi and the price didn't change for 5 years? Well, thanks to Xfinity 5-year price guarantee, you actually don't have to worry about that part of your future. You're guaranteed 5 years of Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to your devices that need them the most, that finds and fixes any issues before you even notice them. It's like a super intelligent Wi-Fi that keeps you protected from threats online. Plus, you get incredible gaming speeds on multiple devices with no one battling for bandwidth. For the next 5 years, all your devices are going to be working in perfect harmony, and you get our best equipment with no annual contracts, no fees, no strings attached. So even though your kids will grow up and you still won't understand what 6-7 means, your internet will stay sharp, reliable, and most importantly, the price will stay put. All with the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Select plans only.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have Leaf Filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal. And now, as a special Black Friday offer, you can get a free gutter inspection, plus up to 35% off. This is our best offer of the season. Unlock it now at leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
Black Friday is going on now at every AutoNation store. Hurry in and save for a limited time. Buy with 0 down, plus make no payments till next year. Shop new and used cars, trucks, SUVs, even top luxury models. Drive with 0 down, plus no payments till next year. Save your cash for the holidays. Go to your nearest AutoNation store now. Limited term financing on approved credit. 90-day deferred payment. Interest accrues from date of purchase. See store for details.
Heads up, pros. Now's your chance to unlock deeper savings. The Home Depot's new Pro Extra Preferred pricing can help you save thousands on the products your business uses the most. But the current benefit ends November 15th. Don't miss out. Registration for the new program is free and easy. Just bring your tax ID or business or contractor's license to the Pro Desk. Register now to lock in the best wholesale prices before it's too late.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the weather first, before wearing face paint to the game.
Bro, your Go Cats is dripping into your nachos.
Oh, and now paint is in my eyes.
Interception! Did you see that?
No!
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network, so you can talk college football with your BFF while taking Buster to the vet.
Hey, yeah, I can't believe he ate the whole thing of chicken wings.
And I can't believe we're staging a comeback. Touchdown! Yes!
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. For wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers, must be connected to impacted tower at onset of outage. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
Joel Klatt, the nation's leading voice in college football, joins Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth every Wednesday morning. Presented by Groove Toyota.
Here we go.
Tune in at 8:10 for exclusive insight, bold analysis, and maybe just a hint of shenanigans. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan. Sharp criticism.
Mark Schlereth a pansy.
Cries for help.
Dude, wake up.
No.
I need better from you.
And a little bit of tough love.
If the truth gives you a wedgie, then you know what? Buy better underpants.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
I can't believe I'm getting ripped on the RamosLaw.com text line.
I knew people would
for the
side
question
with
I
me.
asked you. As one texter put it, another dumb question by Mike Evans. God, why do you guys let this guy host this show?
Yes.
So let me see if I get this straight. Okay, let me see if I get this straight. The Chiefs have owned the Broncos for years. Beat them 16 straight times. Where 1-17 against the Chiefs in the last 18 matchups that matter. Okay, where, both teams are, trying to win. 1-17. And you're telling me if the Broncos lost 2 more times to them in the next month and a half, it wouldn't affect your confidence at all about their ability to go deep in the playoffs? That's crazy.
Now you're saying deep in the playoffs. We're just talking about winning a playoff game.
Well, I'm talking about
you're moving the goalpost.
No, I'm not moving
again.
the goalpost. It started
Yes.
with the idea that somebody said that they were listening to national radio last night, and the national talk show hosts were saying they were giving the Broncos 0 chance to go deep in the playoffs. Basically a one and done. And I'm saying in order for that narrative to change, both nationally and probably even locally, you got to beat the Chiefs. At some point, you got to beat the Chiefs.
What happens if it's a close loss? What happens if you lose by, another blocked field goal or whatever? They make a last-second field goal, walk-off field goal, and you lose 2 close games.
Then it's just going to further drive home the idea that when the Broncos play the Chiefs in a tight game, the Chiefs will find a way to win, and the Broncos will find a way to lose. You got to change the perception at some point. What has Sean Payton said all throughout the course of the season? That when it comes to winning close games, he's like, there's no magic formula. You just have to.
And they've done that.
You just have to start doing it.
They've done it this year,
right? And they've done it.
Right.
It's not like they
beat the Chiefs. The last 2 years, right?
Come on.
They beat the Chiefs the last 2 years.
The one last year comes with an asterisk. Come on.
Not in my book. There's no asterisk.
It should.
On the results.
It should.
So Broncos have beat the Chiefs 1 time in the last 2 years. I feel good about this football team. Just got to get this offense dialed in a little bit better. Get this offense moving a little, just fixed a little bit. And I feel good about this Broncos football team going up against anyone. Going up against anyone right now. So that's where I'm at.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I'm glad that the great Broncos country saw and felt my frustration with your terrible questions. I've had some bad hosts throughout the years, some good hosts throughout the years. Bad questions, good questions. That's the worst question.
The worst.
The worst. Put it at the top of the list. Yeah.
The worst.
The worst. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So,
I thought it was better. I thought it was pretty simple, but okay.
Pretty bad.
Okay. All right. But you do a very good job at moving the goalposts and twisting my words.
I'm doing.
Yeah, you did a very good job at taking what was a pretty simple to understand question, and you were able to make it a very muddy pocket. Good job.
Thank you.
I
Good
love
job.
the Raiders. Good job.
Wow.
AI tie. Some other stuff happening last night that's kind of important, that worth mentioning. The Nuggets continue to roll as they win out in Sacramento, and the Nuggets 8-2 to start off David Adelman's first full year as a full-time head coach.
I think you just learn as you go. You get in these situations that you haven't been in before, as in this role. I would say what helped me was, with Coach Malone, we talked every time out, situational basketball, timeouts, how you want to control them, the substitutions. So that helped me a lot, to have that opportunity with him and with Frank Vogel, Sam Mitchell, Flip, my father. These are a lot of people that have coached a lot of NBA games. So to be around those people does help you, and you can kind of go back to those experiences of things that worked and didn't work.
Surprised at all how seamless this transition seems to have gone?
No. I mean,
is that question easy to understand?
Yeah, no, that's actually a good question.
Okay.
So, good job. Do you want me to give you 2 thumbs up or
just a yellow ribbon, a little participation?
No,
ribbon.
just every time you ask a good question, give you a positive feedback.
So
I'll just give you a thumbs up.
A little validation.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, not at all. I mean, he's been around this team for a long time, and he knows the guys. Obviously, the guys like him. They respond well to him, and you got a great team. It's hard to screw up this team with Jokic, right? I mean, you could just sit on the bench and sit on your hands and not do one thing, and most of the time you're going to be fine. I'm still a little bit nervous or concerned that, he is a very inexperienced coach, and in a big moment, it might really show. Does that make? I mean, are you not concerned at all that in big moments?
Oh no, I think there's still a lot to prove there. But for the regular season, it's going to look very easy. He knows the core. He knows what works. He knows Jokic. He knows Murray.
But this isn't about the regular season, right? It's about the playoffs, and it's about being able to,
Well, I'll ask that question come playoff time, and then you can give me another thumbs up.
Okay.
And then we can talk about it then, okay? Meanwhile.
Sounds good.
Sounds fair? Okay, look at us. We become best friends. And the Avs, they win last night as they take down Anaheim by the score of 4-1. And the Avalanche rolling along with the best record in all of hockey. But Gabe Landeskog, who got his first goal of the season, thinks, oh, no, they still have much better hockey ahead of them.
We are able to collect points and win hockey games and beat good hockey teams at the same time as we're trying to perfect our game, right? I don't think our game's perfect by any means, but I think for this point in the season, I think we're doing a good job of making adjustments on the fly and trying to really hone in on the details and what makes us successful. And obviously the power play has been better as of late, and that's been big for us. And I think we just showed our depth tonight, and that's what we need to do moving forward.
Well, that collective shudder you heard was from the other 31 teams in the NHL, quaking at the idea that the Avalanche have better hockey ahead of them than what they've shown already. Mark joins us coming up next.
The Broncos have the makeup of a true AFC contender.
With the playoffs coming down to how do you run the ball, how do you play defense?
Yeah.
Broncos can run the ball, provided JK's healthy. Broncos can play defense, best defense in the league.
No denying that.
If Bo Nix fixes his issues, you and I are in Santa Clara.
Oh, okay.
Doing a show for the Super Bowl.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hi, I'm John Ray, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. When you buy an engagement ring or fine jewelry gift from Shane Company, you get more than what you paid for. Our jewelry comes with our all-inclusive free lifetime warranty. It covers everything. There's no fine print. You'll get unlimited cleanings, resizings, and repairs. Plus, it even protects your engagement ring's center stone. We stand behind the quality of our jewelry, and that's our gift to you this holiday. Peace of mind. Because a friend knows the best things in life are free. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
What is happening, fellas? Stoke here from my friends at Embers Golf. If you're like me, you know fall golf is hands down the best golf Colorado has to offer. I was out on the course yesterday. Oh, what a day it was. The air is crisp, the courses are pure, and it's the perfect time to fine-tune your game before the season ends. You want to know the best place to do that? Embers Golf in Westminster. What I love about Embers Golf, it isn't your big box golf store. Embers is boutique style, family-owned, and built for true golf enthusiasts. They're not just selling you golf clubs. They're crafting a full journey personalized to you and your game. They got 2 private hitting bays, all the major brands, and they specialize in custom upgraded shafts that take your game to the next level. So to get a full bag fitting just like I did, driver, 3-wood, all my irons, you can feel the difference. I'm telling you, I love my new clubs I got from Embers Golf this year. Seriously, there's nothing else like it around here. So before the snow hits, it's coming soon. Get yourself dialed in like I did at Embers Golf, where your golf journey begins.
Hey guys, you feel your energy slipping away, losing what makes you, you? It could be low testosterone. Take action now. Synergetics and Low T Center can help reclaim your energy with a quick and simple free T-test. Visit a local Synergetics Low T Center and receive pharmaceutical-grade testosterone never compounded like other clinics. Experienced providers increase your testosterone to the level that's right for you. Treatment is covered by most major insurance, and affordable self-pay options are available. Book your free T-test at trtmvp.com. That's trtmvp.com.
I'm Brad Barnett, president of Mountain High Appliance. Visit our Denver Clearance Center during our Black Friday sale going on now. Save up to 75% on name brand appliances like Whirlpool, KitchenAid, GE, and Bosch. With unbeatable prices on top quality appliances, now is the perfect time to upgrade your home. Don't miss out on these exclusive deals. Visit us today at the Denver Clearance Center. When you think appliances, think Mountain High Appliance. Open 7 days a week.
Mountain High Appliance, your favorite appliance store.
Thank you.
After a car accident, you might wonder, do I really need a lawyer?
But at Postman Law, we go beyond the courtroom. We're your single point of contact for insurance, medical bills, and doctors. Get the outcome you deserve without the headache.
Call 844-POSTMAN. Attorney Advertising.
Hi, I'm Terrell Davis, two-time world champion and Pro Football Hall of Famer. There is nothing more important than your health. That's why I made the smart move to invest in fitness equipment with Fitness Gallery. It's a game changer. I have a true treadmill at home. It's the smoothest and quietest I've ever been on.
Football is here, and Fitness Gallery's fall football sale is your playbook for a winning home gym. Save up to 50% off on select premium equipment. Visit any of our 7 stores from Denver to Fort Collins and score big before the sale ends.
Things are just better with a partner or a friend. And when it comes to losing weight, Soda Weight Loss makes it easier than ever to let go of the weight for good.
I'd been wanting to lose weight, and I tried on my own. I'd been seeing things for soda, and so we talked to the nutritionist and loved every bit of it. I couldn't be happier, honestly, with the result.
Join with a partner and only pay for one. Imagine achieving all your weight loss goals together with your partner, and you only pay for one.
I've let go 50 pounds, and I don't have the cravings that I used to have.
I would definitely recommend soda. It's because it works. I even recommended it to my daughter, and she's on her journey now.
Just go and look at the almost 9,000 Google reviews about soda weight loss. Lose the weight without injections, without medications, without hunger. Get started now at sodaweightloss.com. That's SOTA weightloss.com. Soda is, say it with me, state of the art.
Visita la nueva tienda O'Reilly Auto Parts de Wheat Ridge en Kipling Street, atrás de Natural Grocers. Desde hoy hasta el 25 de noviembre encontrarás grandes ofertas de apertura. Compra 5 cuartos de aceite 100% sintético Mobil 1 y recibe una tarjeta de regalo O'Reilly de $15 después del reembolso. Compra un producto Coca-Cola y llévate el segundo gratis. Además, obtén puntos dobles o rewards en productos seleccionados. Sigue adelante con O'Reilly.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Zach here for 5280 Exteriors. Receive $1,000 off every 10 windows you purchase and receive a $100 grocery gift card to contribute to your Thanksgiving festivities. 5280 Exteriors, the altitude of quality.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
It's the biggest savings of the year. AutoNation's annual sell down. Every vehicle is must-go priced. The AutoNation's annual sell down going on now. Shop and save now at AutoNation.com.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan. Smear campaigning.
And the Zach Buy Sensitivity Smear campaign rolls on.
Bonding moments.
Man, today was a great day for the Wolfpack.
And just a hint of bodily functions.
Deviled eggs. Not only do I love the taste, but I know I'm going to hotbox the missus.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right, there we go. Here we go. Wednesday morning, hump day. I got Stoke here. We fought. We made up. We're good.
Oh, I wasn't fighting. You were scrambling. You were backtracking because you asked a terrible.
I'm driving in, Stoke. Yeah. I'm driving in, and is it embarrassing? What you did was embarrassing for him.
Embarrassing?
Yeah, I mean, he just you tried to do what you do, change the question, manipulate the,
let Mark talk, please.
And Stoke just went off the top rope, just elbow to the cranium.
I did.
Got you dizzy.
That's the way it felt. I wasn't sure how it came across.
No, it came across that way. I was driving right now. I was driving in, and I was like, it was one of those where I stopped in the parking lot. I was like, I'm just going to listen to the rest of the segment. I'm not getting out of the car right now. I'm just going to listen because Stoke got him on the ropes. He got him on the ropes.
Stoke is very good at, let's see if I can pronounce this correctly, obfuscation. Obfuscation.
Yeah, you probably didn't do it.
I probably didn't, but he's very good at muddying the waters, okay? He took what is something that everybody understood, and he was very good at just kind of deking and dodging and bobbing and weaving and getting me to the point where as I was trying to drive home the point to him, it got to the point where maybe it looked like I wasn't asking a good question. But it was a very simple premise for those who are just joining us. Good morning. The idea being, in order for you to feel confident, in order to maybe change the national narrative about the Broncos and their ability to be a legitimate AFC playoff contender, that means a team that can go to the AFC championship game. Do they have to beat the Chiefs at least once in these two games? And I say yes. Stokes says no. And that is where we're at. I think it's a pretty simple question.
Then, Mike, but then you go, well, would you feel better about it if they beat them twice? And I'm like, yeah, no, duh. That's where I really got you.
That's where you started to really, really rope-a-dope. Man, you were really rope-a-doping, and I fell for the trap. I tried to get in there, and you just kept rope-a-doping me, and then you threw me off my game. I ran out of gas. And you
took a big L.
Yeah,
but I think
But as Brian from Colorado said, Mike, you are correct about the importance of beating the Chiefs. You can explain it to the people, but you can't learn it for them. That's on them, not you. Thank you, Brian.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I was going to say one thing. So what if you got a 3-game lead going into the last 2 weeks of the season in the division? You're 8-2. The Chiefs are 5-4. So, was the Broncos win over the Chiefs last year in Week 18? Did that set you up going, wow, now they're going to run through the playoffs because they beat the Chiefs who didn't start anybody? Like, if you got a 3-game lead going into the last 2 weeks of the season, are you going to rest a few guys? Does it become? Is it the exact same? Like, this win probably has more weight to it going into the bye week and the Chiefs coming out of the bye week where you said it yesterday, the Chiefs under Andy Reid, whether it was the Eagles or whether it was with the Chiefs or any team under Andy Reid as the head coach, what were they, 21-4?
Yeah.
So, I mean, this game has more weight than Week 17 or whatever it is at the end of the year.
Yeah, so that makes this game even more important because if
possibly,
the Broncos,
but it might not.
What does it look like? Do we lose the game where we're lined up to kick the field goal for a game-winning field goal at the end of the game, and it's a 24-24 game, or it's a 23-24 game, and we line up to kick the field goal to go up 26-24, and it gets blocked again?
Yeah.
Like,
does that matter? Yes, it matters. It matters for the same reason when you guys were going 11-1 against the Raiders, and you would always say, and you've said this many times on this show, that even
get ready, Stoke.
Even
the board. Embellishing the stories.
Hold on. All right, I'll lay it out. You tell me if I'm embellishing. Because this is what you said.
Mm-hmm.
That even when we would be trailing or struggling with them in the early part of a game, we knew that at some point Raiders were going to Raider and we were going to find a way to win. If, under your scenario, the Broncos lose to the Chiefs and it's another blocked field goal or whatever, how does that change, at least from the Chiefs' standpoint, the idea that no matter what happens, if it's close, we'll find a way to win and the Broncos will find a way to lose? At some point, you have to change that narrative.
Yeah, you're right.
Did I embellish?
No, at some point you do have to change that narrative. But on the flip side of that, who has not played well against the Broncos over here the last couple of years? They've had, under Vance Joseph, they've had kind of a formula, if you will, to make Mahomes not play well. He's throwing interceptions. He's throwing interceptions in the red zone. He has not played his best football against this Vance Joseph coached Broncos defense. So, there's also that narrative out there. Is it an important game? Of course it's an important game. But to Stokes' point, and this is what I agree with, they're 8-2. I know they're a good team. I know they have a stellar defense. Do I know that there are some issues on the offense they've got to clear up? Absolutely. But I still know, win or lose, this is a very good football team.
Well-coached football team, good football team, and I've seen that already. Just be competent on offense. And this is going to be a hot or cold offense, and that's I get it. Hopefully when they have to play in these big games, the offense can just be competent, just be solid, just don't screw it up. And if you can do that, you can beat anyone. Remember last year, Evans? Who they want to play last year in the playoffs? Who'd they want?
They said they wanted to
Who
play
they
the
want?
Chiefs.
That's right. They said because they're not scared of the Chiefs. They're not scared of anyone. When you got a defense, why are you just wobbling your head like that? Well,
you're going to break your neck.
They
you keep wobbling your head like that, your neck's going to break.
Good point.
They feel like they match up well against the Chiefs, and it doesn't matter when they play them. They're not scared of the Chiefs. This team isn't scared of anyone, okay? And so I love their mindset. I love their mentality, and they have put themselves in a great position. Just be competent on offense, all right? And they can play with anybody.
I love a lot of the things that Sean Payton says. That one was a head-scratcher. The idea that, you just got beat by the Bills, thrashed pretty handily, 31-7. But, hey, if we had beaten them, we would have beaten the Chiefs.
No, he didn't say that.
We like the matchup against the Chiefs. It's hard
we like our matchup moving forward, right? So just don't start making things up.
It's hard to say.
Again.
It's hard to say and put a lot of stock in, wow, they really believe they can beat the Chiefs in the playoffs, when you just get beat by the Bills 31-7 in the playoffs. I mean,
Styles makes fights.
Okay, Styles
make
fights.
Again, I thought I taught you that already.
All right. Did you know that 1 in 8 people in Colorado, including 1 in 7 kids, experience food insecurity? This is why Denver Sports, 104.3 The Fan, and Walmart are teaming up, and we invite you to help. We did this last year. It was a lot of fun on November 19th, 20th, and 21st from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Join us at the Highlands Ranch Walmart near C470 in Quebec to fill the truck by donating food products to the Food Bank of the Rockies. For more information and a list of most needed items, head to denversports.com/truck. Coming up next, what is going to happen with J.K. Dobbins? Where is your level of confidence if Dobbins can't play Sunday? That and some just incredibly more insane numbers from Nikola Jokic. Just when you think you can't be impressed more, he goes out and does what he does last night. That's next.
The Fan Flyaway is back. Presented by 303 Law 4040. Save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it. To kick off 2026, Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan is sending you to Phoenix for the biggest party in golf. Airfare, hotel, tickets, and $500 in spending money all included. First, head to thefanflyaway.com to register. Then tune in every hour to see if your name is called. If you hear your name, you have 10 minutes to call us back and be entered into the grand prize drawing. That's thefanflyaway.com. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Guys, got a reminder this week that health issues can affect us all, even big, tough pro football players. Good news is there are places like the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic dedicated to helping men treat problems like low testosterone and erectile dysfunction. I speak from firsthand experience. 2 years ago, I was running out of gas later in the day, thought it was just a result of getting up crazy early, got introduced to Jeff and his team at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, got my T levels checked, were a little on the low end, started low T treatment that day, and today here we are feeling great. Low energy, just one symptom of low T. Putting on weight, less productive workouts, brain fog, feeling sad or depressed, loss of sex drive. Go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com, take the low T quiz, simple 10 questions, yes or no, takes just 2 minutes, but could go a long way towards giving you an idea if low T is holding you back. If that could be happening, schedule a consult, just $99. Start low T treatment that day. Your office visit is free. 5 locations around Denver to better serve you, including Colorado Springs and Fort Collins, and a new and improved office in Castle Rock. Call 720-440-7900 and at RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
Donate your car today.
Did Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Zach here. The Fed just dropped rates again, and that's really great news for American homeowners. If you're feeling overwhelmed, thinking about the upcoming holidays, there is no better time than now to get your finances in order. With rates dropping, now is the time to pay off that debt. American Financing is helping homeowners access the equity in their home for instant savings. They're saving people just like you an average of $800 a month, and many are seeing rates in the low fives. That's a game changer compared to those sky-high credit cards. And if you start today, you may be able to delay 2 mortgage payments. It costs absolutely nothing to find out how much you can save. The holidays are going to be here before you know it, so don't wait. Call their salary-based mortgage consultants today. American Financing can be reached at 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000 or online at AmericanFinancing.net. NMLS 182334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org. APR for rates in the 5s start at 6.196 for well-qualified buyers. Call 303-695-7000 for details about credit costs and terms.
Hellsberg gifts checked off the list. Now, time for wrapping. Earrings for mom. A gold bracelet to match the rings Danielle wears every day. And for dad, a new watch, because we all know he needs one. All right, this is going to be a good one.
Our favorite things for your favorite people. Shop in store at Hellsberg.com for up to 50% off.
Dan Jacobs with 303 Law 4040. With just a friendly tip here, I like to remind people that they never want to be gambling that the person that hits them has good insurance. So I want you to take a look at your insurance policies. Check and make sure that you have 2 things. One's called MedPay coverage. You want to make sure you have that. And then also UM/UIM coverage. This will protect you in case you get into an accident and the person that hits you doesn't have good insurance. If you have any questions, just give me a call. 303 Law 4040. That's 303 Law 4040.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later on your timeline. No showings, no double moves. Plus, Orchard handles all home repairs for you, attracting buyers. Buy before you sell and get top dollar with Orchard. Visit Orchard.com for your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com.
Black Friday is going on now at every AutoNation store. Hurry in and save for a limited time. Buy with 0 down. Plus, make no payments till next year. Shop new and used cars, trucks, SUVs, even top luxury models. Drive with 0 down. Plus, no payments till next year. Save your cash for the holidays. Go to your nearest AutoNation store now.
Limited term financing on approved credit. 90-day deferred payment. Interest accrues from date of purchase. See store for details.
Select Health, how can we help?
Representative.
I'm ready to answer any questions you have.
Representative.
I'm Sam.
Representative.
It sounds like you said representative. One moment. Select Health, how can we help?
Finally. Hi, I have a question on copays.
I can help with that.
Real people, real answers in real time. Select Health, insurance made simple. Learn more at selecthealth.org.
Stay up to date on the Broncos and the latest news from around the league with our NFL insider James Palmer, exclusively on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Mondays on The Rundown with Richie Carney, Tuesday afternoons on The Drive, and Friday mornings on Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, all season long. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app. Bold takes.
I would put my fajitas up against any Mexican restaurant.
Active listening.
You weren't listening to a word I just said.
Plus, a little number crunching.
What's 12 minus 1? I mean, 12 minus 11.
1.
This is why math confuses me.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Surtain gives it a go. It is Chiefs week. It's a little early. It's 2.5 weeks since his injury, and it's supposed to be a 3 to 6 week injury. But still, they didn't put him on IR. Is that because you want him for the Washington Commanders? You need him this week more than you need him the Commanders week. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to push it a little bit. Got to be careful.
Go ahead, Stink. Yeah, I know what you want to say.
What was going on with Mike Did he have some mouth surgery? What happened to Kliss right there? Is he at a Lou Holtz broadcasting camp, or what went down there?
It's just some technical stuff. He was trying something new. We got to have him on video, and so he was doing it on his porch where it was apparently a good view, but it just kind of muffled his sound.
Yeah, he got rave reviews from our YouTubers on our Denver Sports YouTube channel who loved the porch. But yeah, maybe the Wi. He did say afterwards. He texted us saying the Wi-Fi wasn't very strong, but it did make him sound a little bit lispy.
Man. Did I ever tell you when I almost hit Lou Holtz in the head with the camera?
Oh, okay. All right. You know what? I had a plan, but, this is what Stink does sometimes. Takes us off the path. Go ahead.
So
Story time with Stink, everybody. Gather around.
So I'd always go down to the studio, and I was always fascinated by the jib camera. You know what the jib camera is?
Is that long
It's the long one, and it gives you the swooping.
Yeah,
you swoop.
yeah.
So I could only swoop kind of from high left down to right, and I would always go in when the studios were kind of empty, and I would practice my jib moves, right? In case they needed a cameraman. So I'm always practicing jib moves. And so I'm practicing, I'm working. Lou Holtz walks into the studio, and he's taping something. I'm not paying attention. He's doing something, and so I'm working. So he gets up from doing whatever he was taping, and I swooped down and almost clipped him in the head. And he didn't know I was the guy back there. And he's like, "Jeepers crow, cameraman, what the hell are you doing?" And I popped out from behind the camera. I was like, "Oh, sorry, Coach." He goes, "Oh, hey, Stink, how's it going?" I was just kind of working on my gym move. I didn't see you there.
I mean, Professor Zeus, Lou Holtz,
right,
who cares?
they're all the same.
We're not gonna split hairs there. Who cares?
Like, "Oh, Stink, how's it going?" Yo, almost clipped him right in the forehead.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. Well, let's not forget what Mike Kliss was talking about. He was talking about Patrick Surtain.
Sorry, yeah.
My question to you, as guys who certainly dealt with injuries, played through injuries, what is the player, what is the team's mindset when it comes to clearing a guy? I mean, is it as simple as a guy is cleared and he goes out and plays, or is it, hey, it's the Chiefs, or hey, it's a playoff game, let's push him, let's put him out there because it's such an important game, we have to have him out there, versus the idea of holding him out another couple of weeks, take advantage of the bye week, make sure he gets as healthy as possible? How, as a team, how, as a player, Stoke, do you find that balance between, if it wasn't the Chiefs, he wouldn't be playing this week, but it is the Chiefs, so even if he isn't 100%, let's try to get him out there.
Well, it depends on who the guy is. That makes a big difference. His value to the team, not only in that game, but moving forward, what your record is, and who do you have behind the guy? Who do you have filling in? So I think all that plays a role and a factor into whether you're kind of trying to push a guy out there or not. I do think it's a little bit different now than what it was 10 years ago on how they approach these things. And
different how?
Well, I think there's more awareness to trying to keep guys healthy than there was 10, 15 years ago, where you might have pushed guys out there a little bit quicker then than you do now. I think there's more of an awareness from keeping from a organizational standpoint of keeping guys healthy as possible. Now, when you're dealing with the superstars, you're always usually going to be cautious. When you're dealing with the guys, the middle-of-the-road guys, if you can play, let's go. They're not really worried about your long-term effect of maybe if you re-injured something. And with a guy like Surtain, obviously, you want to play him, but they're not going to rush him out there. If he can play, he'll play. And for some reason, when I saw him at the basketball game, Nuggets game, or I think it might have been on Sunday, he waved. I'm like, oh, he looks good. He's good. He waved to the crowd. Pack looks good. Mark, so I'm like, he's ready to go. For some reason, I just think he's going to play. But if he doesn't play, that's fine. Just give him more rest. The Broncos have put themselves in a great position. You don't want to get him re-injured.
Right. I think the biggest thing is, the biggest difference is they've got a lot of money invested in Pat Surtain. they've got a lot of money invested in these guys that is guaranteed. And so you're going to err on the side of caution when you've got that much money involved. With a guy like me, they didn't have that much money involved. So they're like, hey, man, we need you to play. And the player wants to play. The player wants to play. I think the biggest thing that you always kind of discussed, and this hasn't changed, and this was when Stoke and I played, or when I played and then Stoke played, they would always say, hey, man, if there's a further risk of injuring it kind of worse and setting yourself back even further, hey, listen, if it's pain and it's just general soreness, then, yeah, you're going to play. But if it's, hey, man, you could re-aggravate this, or you could tear it the rest of the way, and then you're out for the rest of the year, those are decisions you make. And the reason a guy like Surtain, even though he wants to play, might not play if they think that there is a significant risk of injuring it the rest of the way, like tearing the pec and then being out for the rest of the year.
But playoff game, if this was a playoff game this week, he's playing.
Well, I mean, we don't know what his injury, and we don't know what it is.
The fact
or how
the fact that Kliss is reporting or speculating that he's close enough.
Again, so to Mark's point, you got a guy that you have a lot of money invested in, and so you're not just saying, okay, you're not fully healthy, we're just going to roll you out there, and then all of a sudden he tears it, and then now 8 months later he's still rehabbing into the following year. So you got to be careful about those things, and I think it is too. Are you going to end up hurting the football team? Are you healthy enough to at least go out there and play well? You don't want to be banged up and you're out there hobbling around and you're scared to tackle because of your pec. You can't jam guys at the line of scrimmage, things like that. You don't want to hurt the football team. So you also have to take that into consideration.
Yeah, think about this. Like, you have there's such an instinct when you're playing. So all of a sudden a guy is on your inside and he's about ready to break loose, right? You're not going, oh, I'm not going to stick my arm out there because my pec's a little sore. You're sticking it out there regardless because you're trying to make a play. Yeah. And those are the kind of things that you go, hey, man, if he gets in this situation that compromises him, that could tear the rest of the way. So you're going to err on the side of caution with a guy like Pat Surtain.
So is today the day for both Surtain and J.K. Dobbins? If they're going to play on Sunday, is today and their availability for practice
no,
not necessarily?
No. You've got to be able to show that if you go out there on Friday, that you can move and you can be like just even in shorts and T-shirts on Friday. That's the day.
A day or two is going to make that big of a difference?
A day or two can make a huge difference with all the treatment you get, and depending on what that treatment is. I mean, I've done, and I'm sure Stoke has done several things on a Wednesday or a Thursday where you're like, it doesn't look good. By Friday, you're like, oh man, I feel a lot better today. And you go out there and you take some reps and you feel good.
Yeah, I mean, they're veteran players, so they don't need practice. Dobbins has been practicing the whole year. He's fine. He's ready to go. So if he can go by Friday, then you play the guy, and certainly Surtain doesn't need, a ton of practice. So if they're able to be out there on Friday or even Saturday for the walkthrough and they feel good enough to go, then those guys don't need to practice.
All right, coming up, we'll have 4 down territory. Is this the end for Russell Wilson? Is Bill Belichick possibly going to be making a return to the NFL? That plus more history from Nikola Jokic, Gabe Landeskog getting off the schneid, all that coming up next.
Do the Broncos need to get back to basics on offense?
Every person in every situation that I've ever been in and guys that I've talked to, when it comes to we're not playing well, the answer is always, let's simplify. 100% of the time.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here from my friends at Cudarelli Vision. I wore glasses all growing up. Then in my 30s, I had LASIK surgery. But hey, when I hit my 50s, it was time. I started needing reading glasses to see menus, texts, to read statistics, to watch my film on my computer. I decided to go to see Dr. Cutarelli at Cutarelli Vision for refractive lens exchange. And I can tell you firsthand, man, it's a game changer, and it could be for you as well. Join Dr. Cutarelli for his live webinar today at noon. Learn about refractive lens exchange from Cutarelli Vision RLE. Free webinar, perfect opportunity to meet Dr. Cutarelli and have him answer all your questions about Cutarelli Vision RLE. Questions like, what is refractive lens exchange? How much does it cost? Is it covered by insurance? Is financing available? The whole 9 yards, guys. Cutarelli is Colorado's most experienced with over 90,000 vision correction procedures. He can tell you when it's your time for RLE. Check it out. Register for the webinar at coloradorle.com. It's today at noon. That's coloradorle.com. Cutarelli Vision. No readers, no glasses, no contacts, no cataracts. Check them out. coloradorle.com.
More fiber and laxatives, eh? Who are you? I'm future you. Future me? Constipation with belly pain still coming back? Our doctor figured it out. It's irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C, and Linzess could help you get ahead of it.
Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. And that's what you get with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. With more than 45 years' experience serving its members, United Healthcare has plans with low monthly premiums that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage Colorado can count on.
The post-crib assembly press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Michael, you had some trouble putting the crib together today. What went wrong?
You know, those instructions can be tough, and, well, you saw the outcome.
Were you upset when your wife pulled you and called in the backup?
No, I mean, the baby needs a crib to sleep in, so whatever it takes.
You've got a changing table to put together next. It's got a lot of drawers. What's your comment?
You know what? We're done here.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, U.S. Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the BBB, so call 800-494-6139. U.S. Tax Shield, 800-494-6139.
Job shaming. You played in the NFL, but you were a wide receiver. Embellishments.
I mean, sometimes I swear you're just making things up.
And amateur zoology.
I think polar bears are bigger than grizzlies.
Of course they
So make them a polar bear.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Greetings to everybody watching on our YouTube channel, Denver Sports YouTube channel. I love the regulars that we're seeing. I'm seeing some of the same familiar names. Guys like Jason Bonney, Elliot Moore, Puck Siv 6407. Not only are they talking with us, they're talking with each other. So it's great. So check that out if you haven't checked it out already. Our Denver Sports YouTube channel. And start getting involved. Subscribe and start getting involved here with us. We'll get to 4 Down territory here in just a second. Last night, a busy night. Don't know if you guys stayed up. I doubt that you did. I watched some of the Avalanche game.
Of course we stayed up.
You stayed up to watch the whole Nuggets game? It started at 9 o'clock? You stayed up?
No, I got up.
Oh, you got up. Oh, you got up.
I got up this morning.
And checked it out.
Yeah. I don't have to stay up. Just got up.
Yeah, okay. Good night last night. Both teams continue to roll along, establishing themselves among the beasts to beat in both of their respective leagues. How about this stat? I got to pass this stat along. So during the course of the game yesterday, okay, Nikola Jokic attempted his 100th 2-point shot of the season. Okay? You with me so far?
Yeah.
Can I get nods?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
He made it, which means from the first 100 shots,
Cool.
2
Can I
pointers
guess?
Okay, you can both guess.
Okay.
Okay. Jokic, when he attempted his 100th 2-pointer,
2-pointer.
okay, of the season.
Percentage?
He made it. How many of his first 100 do you think he made?
72.
Stoke?
68.
You guys are both too low. 78 of his first 100 2-pointers this season
efficiency.
he made. How about that, David?
Incredible.
How about that, David Adelman?
Take that for data.
He had some wrist issues, last couple of years, and it just seems like he's really comfortable right now. 16 of 19 is absolutely insane. He did it from all over the floor, so there's not a lot of words to describe what he's doing right now. And he did it in 32 minutes, which is good for us. We didn't have to play him into the ground because that second unit did a great job to start the fourth quarter, which allowed us to keep our guys fresh until the 4-minute mark. It was a really good team win, and Nikola obviously is playing at a ridiculous level.
By the way, your guy Valanciunas was great last night in that fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
He's got that Abe Lincoln neckbeard thing going on. Have you noticed that?
Well, it's been great for the contributions they're getting from Big Val, Tim Hardaway Jr., and Brucey Brown, really kind of over masking the fact that Cam Johnson, who was the big guy that got back in the Michael Porter Jr. deal, really hasn't done much yet this year.
He hasn't done anything.
He hasn't done anything, and yet
I thought he was a shooter.
It's
I thought
no
he was
big
a
deal
scorer.
yet.
But there's concern there.
Yeah.
You obviously traded Michael Porter Jr. We're all glad to see that happen. And there was other added benefits from it, not just getting Cam Johnson back, right?
You freed up enough salary to basically get
other moves.
4 for 1, really.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I still thought Cam Johnson would provide a lot more than what he's done so far. He hasn't done a whole lot of anything. You expected him to shoot better and score a little bit more. To your point, what are they, 8-2 right now? It's kind of overlooked, but at some point you're going to need a scoring, right? And it's early. He's trying to figure out how to play with the other guys that have been, you look up and you're playing with 4 guys that have played together for years, and you're trying to fit in, and sometimes that can be awkward.
I would
and
think
you're
it's
trying
tough,
to find your way.
Right.
You don't want to,
step on toes.
Exactly.
You kind of want to defer maybe a lot.
And so as the season goes on, you'll get more comfortable, hopefully, and now we'll see his output go up, hopefully. But right now, through 10 games, it's been very underwhelming.
Yeah, it has. I will say this, though. I'm a little concerned. No triple-double.
Guys just weren't making shots, man. I just blame it on the guys around him.
Okay, is that? Oh, all right.
They can't make shots. What can he do? He can't pass it to him and score. This isn't hockey.
Right. That's right.
This isn't hockey,
right.
Mark.
He can't pass himself the ball and score.
And get an assist.
Right.
So.
Got you. Yeah.
That's only in hockey.
Yeah, that's what's scary about the Nuggets right now is they're 8-2, and they haven't gotten anything from Cam Johnson yet. Wait until he gets comfortable, because he will. He's too good of a player. It's only 10 games in. There's 72 games left. Plenty of time for him to get comfortable and fit in. But
the one thing I like watching is, what was the matchup? Is it Schroeder that was trying to match up to trying to D up Aaron Gordon? Like, he's a tiny little dude compared to Gordon. It's the physicality and the athleticism, man. The Nuggets are fun to watch.
Nuggets are fun to watch. The Avalanche are fun to watch. They are the best team in hockey right now.
I got a question for you.
Yes.
Speaking of the Avalanche.
All right, well, I'm the hockey guy. So
you are the hockey guy. Did the Anaheim Ducks officially change their all of them?
But then does it lose some of the appeal?
No. Just spice it up throughout the season. I think they're doing a fine job, and just different.
Like right now, it's like, what, 4 times during the course of the year?
Yeah, that's fine, but their other uniforms are sweet, too, that they've unveiled, right? Don't they have new looks?
Big fella over here doesn't like the all-orange.
I know, but
I would love.
He's a big guy, and
Right.
big guys don't look good. He looked like a pumpkin, a little pumpkin running around.
Yeah, not flattering orange. Yeah.
No. You're
But
right.
us athletes,
Mark
we look
Schlereth.
good.
Spookly, the square pumpkin.
Tubby kid.
I would love to see the throwback. I love the throwback helmet, and just rotate. You go all whites one day, go all the orange, the blue, just the throwback.
You know Cam Johnson? I mean, he just real quick to go back on that, before, just way off topic. I was just looking. I believe I'm trying to get the stats here. He is shooting. I thought it was like 23% from 3 this year. I got it. I lost it. I'm sorry.
Fat fingers.
21%.
21%?
Through 10 games from 3-point land. I mean,
pressing. He's pressing.
That's, 2 out of 10. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That's
so,
bad.
He's pressing.
I hope so.
He's pressing. He'll be fine.
I hope he gets more comfortable, but it is one of those things where sometimes it's, you don't want to step on toes. You're just trying to fit in, but they need more from him.
It would not surprise me if Cam Johnson starts to find his stride in 4 or 5 more games.
Wow, that was solid. I didn't even see it coming. I really didn't.
Day number 295 of the Zach By Sensitivity Smear campaign as we close in on 300. The Avalanche are rolling along. And everything we say about Nikola Jokic, I also want to make sure we're saying about Nathan McKinnon. I do not want to lose sight. I don't want anybody to lose sight of what McKinnon's doing. Currently leads the NHL in goals, assists, and if he leads the league in goals and assists, what else does he lead the league in?
Points.
Look at us.
Look at you two.
The students.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I feel like man.
Good for you.
Oh, feels so good. Okay. And last night, speaking of finally getting going, for the first time since March of 2022, Gabe Landeskog, Ty, scored a regular season goal.
I think for me, I've tried to just kind of focus on my game, what I do on a shift-to-shift basis, and the outcome is what it is. I try not to focus on the outcome, just kind of surrender that and focus on what I can do on a shift-to-shift basis. But having said that, obviously you'd like to go home and know that you at least got one on the score sheet and then just kind of move forward with it. So my son will be happy tomorrow morning when he wakes up to the news, so that'll be good. He keeps asking me, and I just go, no, not yet.
That's my captain. Nice job. But, yeah, I would think no matter how much you've accomplished, how many goals you've scored, everything you've done in your career, at some point you start to be like, hey, come on. I'm doing the right things.
Right.
I'm doing the right things. I'm doing the right things. Can I get rewarded here, please? Plus, he had a couple goals this season that were waved off for different reasons as well. So.
Yeah, especially when you're the guy that's what do you call them? Greasy goals when you're grinding in front of the net. And, you're just being a big body there, and he got the rebound and got that thing to go in. And so when you're doing all the kind of dirty work, to get rewarded every now and again would be nice, and it was nice to see that last night.
All right, let's get to 4 down territory.
It's time for 4 Down Territory,
where Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth react to the latest action both on and off the gridiron. Kicking things off with First Down.
Here we go. It is officially the start of Chiefs Week. The Chiefs, you're going to hear this a lot over the next few days. Andy Reid, coach teams 21-4, coming off a bye. That is the case for the Chiefs. Their last game was that pretty uninspiring loss to Buffalo in Buffalo a couple of weeks ago. So, guys, as we turn our focus to the Chiefs, how do you guys view the Chiefs right now? Because a couple of weeks ago, Stoke, it was, oh boy, looks like they're back. Uh-oh, they're back. But then they go and lose to the Bills and look pretty flat in doing so. So, where are you when it comes to these Chiefs?
Maybe they're not the team they were 4 years ago, 3 years ago, but they're a good football team, and they're better than what they were, 6 weeks ago. Also, they got healthier. Are they the dominant Chiefs that everyone feared for years? I don't believe so, but I still think they're a good football team, and they're a scary football team when it matters the most. Those guys have played in some big games, big moments. They know how to win when it matters the most, in the playoffs and big games. So you got to put a lot of respect on them still. And so in these types of games, this is usually when they play their best.
Yeah, they still, when you look at them, just from the top down organization, they have one of the most creative, best play callers in football in Andy Reid, and they're really good at scheming you up and doing the things that they do. They've got a quarterback when things do break down will play on schedule as much as you allow him to play on schedule, but when things break down is when he makes magical type plays. And then they've got a defense and a defensive coordinator that he's as good as it gets in Spagnuolo. So, he does a great job of, as the Patriots used to say, Bill Belichick, making you play left-handed, making you do things you don't want to have to do to win. And then they just live with the results, and they're really good at that stuff. So it's a great matchup from coaching staff to coaching staff, from player to player.
But, going into this game, I love the idea of the Vance Joseph versus this Chiefs defense matchup, because you go back over the last few years. I won't count the 38-0 game because the Chiefs,
that score was bad,
because that Chiefs weren't, those weren't the Chiefs. But if you go back to 3 previous matchups, Broncos gave up 16, 9, and 19 to the Chiefs. So this is whatever Patrick Mahomes has done against the rest of the league. For many years now, Stoke, it's been below average against the Broncos. And so it would seem, I don't know if it's they've got his number, familiarity, whatever it is, but he's not the boogeyman against the Broncos.
The Vic Fangio shell coverage, we can't forget about that. We just got to implement that, and poof, you shut down Mahomes. I think their offense is better than what it's been the last 2 years. I think they're healthier now. People forget how injured the Chiefs were at the wide receiver position last year. Kelsey isn't quite the same player, but they're healthy now at the wide receiver position, which always makes them scary. To Mark's point, Mahomes, he can play on schedule. We see him just buying time. It puts a lot of stress on your secondary. You got to do a good job of keeping him in the pocket, but he has such great pocket awareness. Mahomes' pocket awareness is out of this world. When he needs to get out, he gets out, buys time. When he needs to hang in the pocket, he'll buy time within the pocket, and he just wears the defense down. But the Broncos have been really good against them the last couple of years, and hopefully it continues this Sunday.
Yeah, hopefully it does. Hopefully that trend continues, and they've done a great job of pestering him, of making him make bad decisions, incompletions, some interceptions, all those things.
Yeah.
Second down.
So the NFL news this morning, with Brian Daboll being fired in New York, Mike Kafka taking over on an interim basis, and one of his first big decisions, with Jackson Dart unlikely to play this week because of a concussion, Jameis Winston and not Russell Wilson will get the start this week for the G-Men. Guys, stink. I can already see the smile forming on your face. Is this it for Russell Wilson? Is this it?
Yeah. I'm not
talking about it in New York. Is this it for Russell Wilson? She just, retire, go home?
He should. He won't, but he should. Let's just face it. It's been, it was bad here. It was bad in Pittsburgh. It's bad in the Giants. And, and obviously Kefka is a guy that was a coordinator that's been around those quarterbacks. He's in all those meetings. He knows what he sees. He understands it. And so, he made the decision. And I think it's the right decision. And so anyhow, listen, man, I'm not Well, kind of rooting against, but I'm not really rooting against.
Stop it.
No, yeah, not
You're
rooting
taking
against
it-
a guy.
No, but
against
you're taking a bit of a victory lap, and it's okay.
Nourished by your hatred.
You've been fighting with the Rusties for years.
Yeah.
It's okay for you to take a bit of a victory lap this
No,
morning.
like, hey, listen, man, the guy is down. He hasn't played well, and like I said at the beginning of the season, I'd have cut him before the season even started. I'd have gotten rid of him and moved on with Jackson Dart, and maybe you save your job. Obviously, Jackson Dart, the issue is they've got a young quarterback there that they really like. They can't keep himself healthy because he's constantly running around taking shots.
Yeah, look, I mean, this is it for Russ. I mean, he's done.
He's done.
He's done. Who's going to give him another chance? I just don't see that happening. He's not a guy that can be a backup that you look at as a resource. He's not a great mentor. Won't be a great. You want your young quarterback being mentored by Russ? What is Russ going to tell him? Russ going to help him read defenses? That's
It's going to take
not
all
what,
of us.
No.
It's going to take all of us. It's going to take all of us.
So I just don't see where he gets another opportunity. Look at what's been put on tape the last couple of years. Look what's been put on tape this year. Is that the guy that you want to rely on to be your backup if your starting quarterback gets hurt? He's been awful.
Believe in it.
So I don't know if there's an organization out there that wants to take a chance on him. Now, I think the only way he gets one is if everyone gets hurt and it's late in the season next year and you need a guy to come in and try to play one game for you. But other than that, I think he's done.
Have you ever? I mean, I know I'm just throwing this out, but can you recall a professional athlete whose career fell off the cliff as quickly as this guy's did? He came here in 2021, a surefire Hall of Famer. Surefire. I mean, he was firmly planted on a Hall of Fame path. And now it's gone.
I think it's still there.
No, it's not.
Really?
No.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's played himself out.
Really?
Yeah.
You can play yourself out.
Yeah, I think.
I don't think you can play yourself out. If you did enough in your first 10 years to be a Hall of Famer, how can you take that away from you? Can't. He has the most wins ever by a starting quarterback in their first 10 years. He's won a Super Bowl. I think he's won a Super Bowl MVP. Was he the MVP of that game? No, it was a defensive guy.
Yeah,
but
I don't know who it was.
He won a Super Bowl and went to another one. You can't take that stuff away. So if you were already won, how can you remove it? I just don't think you can do that.
It's gonna. I'll tell you what. It will be after several years of eligibility, where maybe the passage of time will.
Well, he still
people
gets in.
will look back on his career maybe, but
that's what happens
in the immediate aftermath. The first probably 3-4 years. I mean, I know you got to have a few more years before you become eligible. The first, I don't know. I think he played himself out of it. We got another fan flyaway name. We'll continue forward down territory here in a second, but I want to get another name out in our fan flyaway contest to go down to Phoenix for the biggest party in golf, presented by 303 Law 4040. Mike Strickland, you have 10 minutes to call us back at 303-713-1043 to be entered into our drawing for the grand prize. 2 tickets to Saturday's round at TPC Scottsdale. Round trip airfare for 2 from Denver to Phoenix. 2 nights hotel stay and a $500 Visa gift card. Mike Strickland, call us back at 303-713-1043.
That's like, that was a Broncos getting a play in late and having to call a timeout right there in the middle of,
because literally,
possession.
I had Johnny yelling in my ear.
Right.
It was like
because you were
Bo,
screwed up the first.
It was like Bo saying bleepity bleep, get the bleep, 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 bleep. That was Johnny.
Right.
Okay.
That's on you,
the little guy.
Sean Payton.
That's my bad. I got to play better.
Play better.
Yeah.
Third down.
Okay. Travis Hunter had surgery and is out for the rest of the season. He had surgery on his LCL. What is
lateral
that?
collateral.
Lateral collateral? What does that mean?
That's, lateral. That's on the, what is that? That's on the inside or the outside? One of those.
Lateral's on the outside.
Outside.
Medial collateral's on the inside.
So when it comes to season-ending knee injuries, is this like the most benign? Is this the most
Yeah. This is not
easiest to come back
Yeah,
from?
because
so that would be like the least.
Yes, benign.
Not
benign.
most.
No.
Yeah.
You benign. I said benign.
Benign.
But you said most benign. That is
is that like redundant?
Yes.
Yes. Is that no?
No,
it's
you're
not.
right. Most benign.
Really?
I can't say. Is that the benign?
The benignest.
Is that the
Benign?
least
Can't say
benign?
that. No, least benign would be.
I could say least Yeah, that's true. I could say least benign.
Least benign?
Which one's
No.
better, Ty? Ty?
Most benign.
I think grammatically it's probably least benign.
No, I don't think so.
We got some
Least benign mean it wouldn't be.
It's the least
serious. Right.
You think?
Or could you say? But if you say most benign, it's also
the
least serious. But probably you should just say least serious. So trust me, Stink. We have people on the RommelSlaw.com text line that love to dissect our grammar.
All right, go ahead.
If we're getting it wrong, they'll let us know.
Yeah.
But here's my
I think most benign would be the most correct.
Oh, the most correct,
benign.
or the least wrong.
Yeah, because I think least benign would be a case of like a double negative.
Least benign.
Whereas most benign.
Yeah, because benign is defined as gentle and kindly, or not harmful in effect.
Okay.
Medically.
Stoke, would you like to take a victory lap here? Because you've been insisting throughout that Travis Hunter can't play both ways, that he's just not built to hold up in the NFL. And here we are, midway through his rookie season, he's already done. Should this put a capper on the idea of him playing both ways moving forward?
I mean, I'm not
NFL
taking
career?
any kind of victory lap. No.
Well, you were right.
Well, but that's okay. I'm right a lot. So if that'd be the whole damn show of me just taking victory lap.
Touche.
Okay.
Well played.
So I don't. I don't need that. But it's a bummer. It really is that it's ending like this for Travis. Obviously he didn't have the year that I think he was probably expecting to have, the impact. But I still think he's going to be a really good wide receiver. I don't know what it looks like for him trying to play both ways. If he's going to try to do that again, eventually you got to just say, all right, we got to put him in the best position to help this football team, like really impact this football team. Because whether it's offense or defense, but if he's got to be healthy enough to do that. They've spent a lot to move up to get him.
Yeah, they did. So you did a couple Jacksonville games. You've been around. Now, knowing what you've seen and heard and talking to people, if he had to choose moving forward, what should he choose?
Well, I think based on you've already spent a ton of money on your quarterback, and your quarterback still hasn't developed like you'd like him to, it probably would be on the offensive side of the ball. But I will tell you, talking to James Gladstone, their GM, and talking to Tony Baselli, they think he's not only the best player on their team, he'll be the best player in the league. That's how much they think of Travis Hunter. And they say, hey, man, he's by far right now like our best cover guy, just man-to-man cover guy. He's our best player in that realm, and we think he's got the potential to be our best wide receiver.
Well, he's got to stay healthy. So so you think that maybe you just got to pick a position right now.
I agree with that.
Early on, and then
he's
if he masters
175 pounds. He's slight.
It's not
once he masters something, then maybe in a year or so say, okay, maybe we'll sprinkle him back in on the offensive side or the defensive side.
Coming up, Joel Klatt will be joining us in 20 minutes. Look forward to our time with Joel. And don't forget, Dan Orlovsky joins us at 9:15. Good quarterback talk. Very timely this week with all the discussion surrounding Bo. That's coming up next.
Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan is on a mission to feed families this holiday season, and we need your help. As part of our Fill the Truck campaign, we'll be collecting canned goods and non-perishable food items to benefit the Food Bank of the Rockies November 19th, 20th, and 21st. So stop by the Walmart Supercenter in Highlands Ranch near C470 in Quebec from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and help us fill the truck for those in need. Head to denversports.com/truck for more info. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Getting your hair back means getting your confidence back, which will only help you in your relationships, your work, and maintaining or improving a healthy lifestyle. Get to know the outstanding team at Advanced Hair Restoration led by Dr. Tanya Pauls. Get started with a free consultation and learn all about their quick and easy one-day hair loss solution. Your own natural hair begins to regrow the very next day, and it's even guaranteed to grow. You simply choose how much hair and where, and Advanced Hair does the rest. I get it. A lot of people and companies telling you about their way to get you your hair back. Let's cut through all the clutter and all the noise and get right down to it. Advanced Hair Restoration works. I know because it worked for me 20 years ago. Working with the legend herself, Dr. Tanya Pauls, she took a rapidly receding hairline, I shudder to think where it would be right now, and returned it to normal, where it started where it stayed all these years later. For a limited time, get a free consultation, 250 free hair grafts, and $250 off. Call 720-459-HAIR and at advancehair.com. That's advancehair.com.
Black Friday is going on now at every AutoNation store. Hurry in and save for a limited time. Buy with 0 down, plus make no payments till next year. Shop new and used cars, trucks, SUVs, even top luxury models. Drive with 0 down, plus no payments till next year. Save your cash for the holidays. Go to your nearest AutoNation store now.
Limited term financing on approved credit. 90-day deferred payment. Interest accrues from date of purchase. See store for details.
More than a few of our patients have talked to me about their first time, but it's not the first time you're probably thinking about. It's the first time that erectile dysfunction ruined the moment. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if you're over 50, it's likely you've had that first time yourself. But the good news is that if you're like most men, that first time can be the last time that ED impacts your sex life. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men using protocols with success rates well over 90%. And those treatments have, in most cases, made sex great again for both them and their partners. You could even find that you're performing like you haven't in years. So if ED has been affecting your intimacy, it's time to make the last time that happens the last time that happens. For just $99, you'll receive blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. We have 5 offices across the Front Range to serve you.
Sloan Street is a luxury designer jewelry brand founded by mother and daughter duo Francis and Charlotte Gadbois.
Influenced by their European heritage and English roots, the Sloan Street collection embodies the timeless elegance of the modern woman. I'm Michelle Williams.
And I'm Bruce Williams, inviting you to come meet Francis and Charlotte at their exclusive Sloan Street Holiday Trunk Show Friday and Saturday, November 14th and 15th at Williams Jewelers in Cherry Creek North.
From dazzling rare colored gemstone rings to vintage rose-cut diamond bands to stackable bands for every mood, Sloan Street's collection of rings, necklaces, bracelets, and earrings are both timeless and right now.
Williams Jewelers is proud to partner with these 2 remarkable women to give back to children impacted by pediatric cancer, supporting cancer research with the Morgan Adams Foundation.
The Sloan Street Trunk Show, Friday and Saturday, December 14th and 15th, exclusively at Williams Jewelers.
Williams Jewelers, we can make diamonds a part of your life.
Where Colorado shines.
Visita la nueva tienda O'Reilly Auto Parts de Wheat Ridge en Kipling Street, atrás de Natural Grocers. Desde hoy hasta el 25 de noviembre encontrarás grandes ofertas de apertura. Ahorra $1 al comprar toallas húmedas para protección y limpieza seleccionadas Armor All y obtén puntos dobles o rewards. También obtén puntos dobles en los aceites de engranaje Valvoline Flex Fill. Sigue adelante con O'Reilly.
You could save thousands of dollars on the products your business uses the most with the Home Depot's new Pro Extra Preferred Pricing. Registering is free and easy. Just have your tax ID or business or contractor's license ready. But don't wait. The current preferred pricing benefit will end on November 15th. Visit your local Pro Desk to register now and unlock the deepest savings on the products you choose.
Tune into Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Wednesdays at 9:15 to hear ESPN NFL analyst Dan Orlovsky break down Bo Nix and the Broncos every week during football season. Denver Sports, 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app. KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Relentless mind games.
Are you trying to get me in an O'Reilly right now?
Total accountability.
You're always throwing your teammates under the bus. That's just what you do.
And a sprinkle of advanced analytics.
The Boo rating, BOO, which is balls over opponent.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right, rolling into our 8 o'clock hour. Joel Klatt will be here in just a little bit. Speaking of Joel, CU ties. Got this on the RamosLaw.com text line. Watch what you guys say about Travis playing both ways. Dion's going to be coming after you guys. Dion's got other problems right now, worrying about what we say about Travis Hunter.
Do you believe?
Not right now, Dion. Not right now.
Man,
no.
Belief is
Dion's got other things to worry about rather than checking receipts.
How are those receipts right now?
Yeah.
Not good.
No.
Not good.
So, by the way, there's one other four-down story I was going to get to. Bill Belichick yesterday saying we're on to Wake Forest. We're on to Wake Forest. Trying to squash talk about the Giants, him returning to the Giants. Think there's any chance?
I think that ship has sailed.
Bill coaching in the NFL? You think it's done?
Don't you think that ship has sailed?
You think the damage was done the last few years there in New England?
Especially after Vrabel comes in there, cleans house, and completely turns that franchise around. They won 4 games the last 2 years in a row. One under Bill, one under Mayo, right? Gerard Mayo. And now all of a sudden they're leading the AFC. They're the number one, or I guess they're number 2 seed right now behind the Colts. But come on, do you think people are going, oh yeah, let me have Bill Belichick after that the debacle, and especially with the girlfriend thing? I just think the whole thing it's done. Does it not feel like it's done?
Well, actually, no, really. But Broncos are number 2 seed.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're number 2. They won the tiebreaker over the Patriots.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
For what it says, best win percentage in conference games right now. So it's kind of cool. Broncos are 2, but to your point, I mean, the Patriots have been awesome. It's over, right? I mean, Bill can't. Who's going to hire him back as a coach? And
you got to hire his girlfriend as the GM.
Right.
Right?
I mean, that would, of all teams, the Giants, they've had enough headaches to deal with over the last few years.
Yeah, but they need a PR win, and bringing Belichick back might be a PR win.
No.
You don't think it would be?
No.
No.
Hey, guess what, too? Here's the kicker here. You have a young quarterback. What did he do with his other young quarterback, Mac Jones? He ruined him.
Point.
And now you look at Mac Jones playing well. He ruined Mac Jones. It was terrible what he did to him. Trying to make a defensive coordinator and a special teams coordinator his offensive coordinator after he had a really good rookie year. That makes no sense. So I just don't think that you could try to sell Bill Belichick anymore. I think it's done.
Right. And speaking of Mac Jones, it's a great point, Stoke. Look what Mac Jones is doing right now. Do you see what he was like 33 of 39 for 300 and some odd yards against the Rams. He has played really good football under an offensive coach in Kyle Shanahan that knows what he's doing. What's going to happen with the Giants is you're going to get a young offensive quote-unquote guru. Who knows maybe it's the Brady kid that is coaching in Buffalo, right? You're going to get one of those young kind of offensive gurus, and that's going to be the direction you go in.
Might be the guy they have right now as the interim.
Yeah, and Kafka.
If he does well. I mean, he's an offensive guy. Obviously, he's been working closely with Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
If Jackson Dart gets healthy and Kafka can keep him healthy, stop running this kid. He can't run the ball anymore. He's taking way too many hits. If he can show some promise with him the rest of the season, I think they might hire him.
Yeah,
well, as we jump into Chiefs week, you bring up Mac Jones, you see Daniel Jones, you see Sam Darnold, you see Baker Mayfield. It is more and more evidence that, hey, quarterbacks take time to properly develop. Trust me. You may laugh at this, but if the Broncos had picked Josh Allen, and Josh Allen played in the first 2 years like he played in Buffalo, Broncos country would be howling. They'd be mad.
Mm-hmm.
They'd be criticizing John Elway. Why? Why, John, in the aftermath of missing on Paxton Lynch, did you make another mistake with a Paxton Lynch clone? I'm telling you. That is what people would be saying around
right.
here.
He
2 years, midway through his second year.
He was completing 50+% of his passes. He was running more than he was throwing. It wasn't kind of the quarterback we see right now wasn't the first 2 years in Buffalo.
Not even
under
close.
Brian Dable, too, and he ran the ball a ton under Brian Dable in those 2 years as they were kind of developing him coming out of Wyoming. So, yeah, absolutely.
Keep that in mind. But there are issues for Bo to clean up. And you guys watched the film of the Raiders game, and you guys both did a great job on Telestrator Tuesday yesterday. But I know you hate analytics, Mark, but here you go. Okay, these matter. On throws over 10-plus yards, okay?
Mm-hmm.
On throws over 10 yards, Bo Nix has an off-target rate of 39%, which is 32nd among quarterbacks. When Bo is in a clean pocket, he's still off target 37% of the time, which also ranks 32nd in the NFL. So
let me ask you a question really quick. Does the same person grade every off-target throw and every clean pocket? Or do you have different people grading off-target throws? What is an off-target throw? What qualifies as an off-target throw? Do my eyes say off-target? Your eyes say on-target? Analytics are goofy. TBU. True but useless.
That's nerd stuff.
Well, after just watching the film and watching him throw the football, I'm not saying it's there aren't a lot of different reasons, but him throwing the football right now
he's got to be better.
There is an accuracy issue, whether it's his lack of confidence, he doesn't trust his receivers aren't getting open, play design, whatever it be. I mean,
he's got to be better.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we see it. I mean, I don't care what the stats say. He's been off. His footwork's been off. He looked really bad last week. But I believe in this coaching staff, and I think they'll get it back on track. I like, some of the things that they've been doing. They got to clean up some things offensively. The good news is they're 8-2, and the better news is we got Joel Klatt.
Yeah, because while I really enjoyed and respected what you guys had to say about the Broncos offense and quarterback play yesterday, I really perk up when I hear Joel Klatt talk about it.
As you should. He knows a lot more about it than Stoke and I do.
Well, I mean, you guys were good, but I mean, this is Klatt after a while.
Wrong. I do not know more about it than you two do. How you guys doing today? What's going on?
Joel Klatt joins us.
Presented by Groove Toyota.
All right, Joel, here we go. It's been the topic of conversation after that 10-7 game over the Raiders last week.
That was gross.
Wasn't it great? All right, so it was gross. So what made it so gross when you watched the Broncos offense?
Well, let me start by saying this. If you, and all of us are fans and we watch on Thursday nights, the product of football on Thursday night in general is terrible. Would you guys back me up on that?
100%.
Has there been a really well-played Thursday night game from an offensive perspective from anybody?
Probably not. It's bad football.
It is, because there's not enough time. There's not enough time to implement game plan. There's not enough time. There's not enough time for, the requisite walkthroughs. This is a difficult game that takes an incredible amount of attention to detail. It takes a long time to get your body in a position where you can be back at 100%. So no one on the field is 100% anyways in this stage of the season. But then you go onto a Thursday night on basically a short week, and guys are playing at like 60-65%. You haven't had time to orchestrate or put together a game plan that's anywhere close to what you would put together if you have 2 more days and you're not going to play until Sunday. So the product on Thursday night sucks. It stinks, okay? It's a money grab. They went out there, they sold a package to Amazon, and that's what we have. Having said that, this offense is frustrating to watch. And I think, guys, and you please push back on this, I think I know why. This offense, in its full potential, is like, a 6. But Sean won't stand for that. And so he devises game plans and the intricacies of the game plan as if this offense is a 9. And it's not mixing. You see, if things aren't working, if your quarterback needs something, if the passing game needs something, if you have to begin to fix it by simplifying, You've got to tear things out to try to land on, like, what's the disconnect here? What's our most efficient opportunity? And when I watch him, I just don't think Sean allows that. So they're just like pedal to the metal in terms of schematics, movement, the variety. And because of that, they haven't figured out what they really can major in the run game. They haven't figured out what they can really major in the passing game from a matchup standpoint or a conceptual standpoint. And so at times it feels like spaghetti against the wall because he's trying to be a 9 and they're really a 6. I think that this offense needs a bit of minimizing, shaving down, if you will, in order to find really what they're good at. I'd love your thoughts on that.
100%. It's one of the things Stoke and I have talked a ton about, and I always say it's like going to the Cheesecake Factory and looking at that menu. I'm like, I'm overwhelmed. Just give me a burger. You know what I mean? And there's too much. There's just way too much on the plates. I went through the run game, and there were 9 different concepts that they ran in the run game, and I'm like, it just, it's hard with all the motion and the change of personnel groupings and all those things. The other thing, I went back and I looked at every passing play in this game from the coaches' tape, because Bo Nix has taken kind of a beating, and I understand why, but a beating nationally. And I looked at how many dirty pockets, how the Raiders basically ran games inside and always had somebody in his face, how the Broncos tried to protect the edges so guys were late out into the pattern, and how dudes were being covered down the football field. I mean covered well. So I looked at it like, hey, man, yeah, Bo's not as accurate as he needs to be, but guys aren't winning their one-on-ones as
Oh, wait, you
as
need
much
guys
as they
to win
should.
their one-on-ones? I thought receivers were just dependent. They got to win?
Well,
I didn't realize receivers needed to win their one-on-one matchups. I thought it was just dependent on the quarterback.
No.
You don't need receivers, do you?
We
don't need receivers, Joel, but now we do.
As Bill Belichick has said, and rightly so, all you need to do is create space and catch the football. Like if you can't do that, then you shouldn't be in the NFL. I think that my point on wide receivers isn't that it doesn't matter. Obviously, you need players out there, but you don't leverage yourself for a wide receiver because you can find. Well, they're a dime a dozen. Sorry, I mean that's just what
now
it
they're
is.
a dime a dozen.
You can find guys to create space. I mean, Julian Edelman.
Come on, Stoke, you
Like,
played
what are
for
we talking
15
about?
years. You played for 15 years, Stoke.
So what? Now you're taking a shot at me?
No, I mean.
Stoke, you were great at creating space and catching the
that's
ball.
what I'm saying.
Like you were terrific. You were terrific. I'd love to play with you. I would draft you in a heartbeat.
Yeah, in the 6th round.
All right, that's enough about me. Hey,
there is a lot of truth to that right there, I think. A lot of truth to that.
Joel, I do got to ask you about Sean Payton, because you know Sean. You were with him in camp with the Saints, right? Do you think coming off of this mini bye, do you think he realizes that, okay, maybe we are doing too much. Let me just try to simplify this a little bit for my young quarterback. Or do you think he takes the approach of, you know what, I'm just going to keep calling this stuff, and everyone, once they get up to speed with everything and gets comfortable with everything, then you're going to see the offense like it was built to look?
I think this comes from a positive posture from Sean. Sean's trying to do what he can to fix or correct what he feels like is an inefficiency. So he feels like he can do that through volume. And it's like, guys, you know what? I'm going to do a better job of putting you in a position to be successful. And in one respect, I really appreciate that about him. But it also overlooks this idea that they're not great at anything. And let me, for instance, as an offense, and Stoke, you were a part of an offense like this. Think you were also a part of an offense like this. The best offenses always have something that the defense absolutely knows is coming and still can't stop. And that's more demoralizing than a defense that sits there and just says, like, well, I don't know what they could possibly run from this Cheesecake Factory menu. And so because of that, we're confused and it's difficult to stop them. You guys had that route concept. I can't remember what you called it, Stoke, that Payton loved, and the adjustments with Marvin on that side, and obviously Stink with the zone running game. And here's the thing: the defenses knew it was coming, and it was still difficult to stop. Those are the best offenses, and right now Denver doesn't do anything great. So Sean, I think, is trying to fix that again with spaghetti. And this sounds like it's a knock on Sean, but it's not. They've just got to find the marriage of where are we going to be an inch wide and a mile deep, versus an inch deep and a mile wide on offense. And in order to find that, I do think that there has to be some paring back, and you've got to concentrate on something, because the other part, and I know that this is a lot of coach speak, you achieve what you emphasize. If you run 9 different concepts in the run game, you're not going to be great at any one of those because you're not emphasizing one of those. And if you're going to be a great zone, like how many times, Stink, did you guys ever block anything other than zone?
Yeah,
rarely, like
right.
10% of the time.
Yeah, we'd once every week we'd have 1 or 2 schemed runs, and we may run them, call it 3 times. Everything else was 14, 15, 18, 19 handoff, or whatever the counter, some of the bend back plays, the natural bend back plays off of those plays. But yeah, like that's what we majored in. That's what we sat in, and we ran them constantly.
And so like for the Broncos, and this goes in, I might get on a tangent here, but like you got to dump the liberal arts degree and get into something specific. Like, let's major in something that's real and tangible in both the passing game and the running game. And I think that would help the team out. But it's not – Sean's not doing this out of malice or ego. I know, he gets a bad rap too. He's just trying to put everybody in the best position he feels he can. So he does that through volume, and he's trying to find and land on, all right, what do we do well? Well, I'm going to give them 9 different things, and let's see what we do well. But at some point – you've got to narrow in on that and major in it.
Are you saying you can't make a career out of 16th century Renaissance art? Who knew? Go ahead, Stink.
No.
Hey, I thought last week, and like I said, I thought there were a lot of dirty pockets, and the Raiders did a good job of running inside games and getting pressure in the middle, and Bo bailed out on the edge a couple of times where I thought he probably didn't need to. Just how difficult, from your perspective, is it when you get those dirty pockets to keep your eyes down the field and not start feeling the rush, not start looking at the rush, not start anticipating the rush and bailing out outside the pocket?
Yeah, the quickest way to impact a quarterback is through pressure in the middle, not on the edge. If you've got a place to step up, edge pressure is not really an issue, because again, the step up is a natural type of movement, in particular when you're throwing the football down the field. But when you get that middle pressure, that's what Brady struggled with so much. That's what Mahomes struggled with in the Super Bowls that he's lost. And that's the quickest way that a quarterback starts to feel rushed, that their timing starts to feel rushed, and that they can start to see ghosts, if you will, and create things that aren't there. And that's at times what I see with Bo. I don't know what the fix is there, other than like your front middle 3 have just got to be better. They've got to anchor in, and the games are certainly there. I would also say, think that it's really difficult to just sit there and pass protect in obvious passing situations, or when it's obvious that you want to just throw the football. When you have the benefit of being balanced and you have the benefit of throwing it when you want to versus when you have to, they can't run games. Like if you've got the threat of the run, you can't run a twist on the other side, because you'll get absolutely annihilated by creating a seam in a defense. So some of this has to do with sequencing, being on schedule. How do you play on first down? What do you major in the run game? You see, all of these things are tied together, at least in my estimation, because you don't get those pass-specific types of stunts and twists and games up front if if you can run the football. And Denver doesn't do that well enough, or they don't, at least in my estimation, I don't think that they commit to that well enough. The run game at times seems like an afterthought. And I'm glad that they're 8-2, but it doesn't feel like a team that's going to do damage in the playoffs with the way that they're playing.
Weird, because Mike doesn't think the run game's important. Go ahead, Stoke.
Okay. Pocket
I want
awareness.
you quarterbacks to throw it.
How do you? Is there anything you can do to work on pocket awareness, Joel, or is that something that you just have to get more comfortable with? Is there more comfortable with the system, more comfortable with the protections? What can you do to help yourself with pocket awareness?
Man, that's if I knew, if I had the right answer to that, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now. I can tell you that. That's really difficult. I don't know. I think that the guys that typically have the best pocket awareness, and this is going to sound like a knock, and it's not. I know that's preface, but have the most courage. You know, like guys, like watching Matt Stafford play. Wouldn't you say that he has like a really great feel for the pocket?
Yes.
Okay, so Staff is an incredible, talented thrower of the football, but he also is one of the more courageous quarterbacks when it comes to just sitting in the pocket. Now, because of that, he's dealt with a lot of injuries, right? And he gets hit, quite frequently. But his level of courage is through the roof. And again, it's going to sound like a knock against Bo. Bo's feet are too active. They have to slow down. I think about the best quarterbacks, and they move their feet with rhythm and urgency, but not panic. And there are times when Bo's feet are just moving too fast, like a duck's feet under a water. And because of that, your timing speeds up, and your feeling for the pocket speeds up, and you leave too early. And he needs to develop a little bit more patience. And I think that stems from just like a courageous mindset. I like to think of myself, guys, as one of those stupid blow-up clowns with sand in the bottom. So it's like, hey, I can't run anyways, and you can punch me in the face, but I'm just going to come back for more.
Like it.
Yeah, you
It's kind of like the cowboy belt buckle story.
Yeah,
just stand there and take it.
I don't know if it was
right.
courage or just stupidity, but you did not mind getting hammered.
Yeah. Yeah, back then in a lot of different ways, Mike.
What was it? Edward 39 hands or whatever it was. What was it called?
Edward 40 hands.
40 hands, excuse me, not 39. Yeah. We're going to full 40 here. Look it up, kids.
I don't condone any of that, ladies and gentlemen.
Joel, good stuff as always, my man. Thank you.
Appreciate you guys. Stoke, I would draft you in a heartbeat in the 8th round. I know we don't have 8 rounds. I know we don't have 8 rounds anymore, but, like, you're my guy.
Preferred free agent.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what?
You bet.
You'd be Joel's Mr. Irrelevant.
Yeah.
No problem. No problem.
That's exactly right.
Thanks, Joel.
Love you, boys.
All right, we'll see you. There he goes, Joel Klatt.
Presented by Groove Toyota. From tailgates to touchdowns, Groove Toyota has you covered.
There was something that came up in that conversation that I think sheds maybe a lot more light on what we're seeing from Bo and this offense that maybe hasn't been talked about enough. I'll run it by both Stink and Stoke next.
The Broncos have the makeup of a true AFC contender.
With the playoffs coming down to how do you run the ball, how do you play defense?
Yeah.
Broncos can run the ball, provided JK's healthy. Broncos can play defense, best defense in the league.
No denying that.
If Bo Nix fixes his issues, you and I are in Santa Clara.
Oh, okay.
Doing a show for the Super Bowl.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey, guys, let me ask you a question. You live with back pain, neck pain. How about worried about surgeries, taking all those habit-forming medications? Well, my guys at Spine One specialize in treatments that offer alternatives to major surgery and long-term medication. Here is the best part. You can do exactly what I did. Start your journey toward pain-free today because they're a phone call away with same-day appointments at Spine One. 303-367-2225. 303-367-BACK. They're a complete medical center. They've got the exams, the MRIs, the physical therapy, and treatment options all in their facility. And I love them educating me. Here's what's going on based on my MRI pictures. This is why you're in pain, and here's what we're going to do to get you out of pain. Guys, they changed my life. I had gotten to the point where I was in so much pain 24/7. I quit playing golf. I quit going to the gym. I couldn't do anything, guys. I couldn't sleep through the night. I'd wake up 7-8 times a night, and it was just miserable. A couple of short visits to my guys at Spine One, sleeping through the night again. I mean, you want to talk about peace. Sleeping through the night, playing golf again, going to the gym again. They can do it for you just like they did it for me. Call them. Start your journey toward pain-free today. They're a phone call away. 303-367-2225. Set up your same-day appointment. 303-367-BACK. Or, as always, you can find them online at spine1.com.
Colorado, here's the score. Groove Toyota has over 25 used vehicles priced under $10,000. That's right, dependable cars, trucks, and SUVs you can drive home today without breaking the bank. Just like game day, timing is everything. These deals won't last long, and when the clock runs out, they're gone. Groove Toyota is all in on Colorado, all in on value, and all in on getting you back in the game. So make your move. Groove Toyota on Broadway in Inglewood, or shop GrooveToyota.com. Groove Toyota, all in on Colorado all season long.
Jim, it's late in the half here at Empower Field, and things are coming down to the wire at the concession stand.
Nachos are a solid choice, but Grant needs to finish strong here.
He scans his wallet and pulls out his Broncos checking debit card for 10% off.
Wow, savvy move. And with no surprise fees, he won't regret this order.
I don't know, Jim. That's a lot of cheese. Bank like a Bronco with Broncos checking from Int Credit Union. Insured by NCUA. Membership required.
Hey guys, you feel your energy slipping away, losing what makes you you? It could be low testosterone. Take action now. Synergetics and Low T Center can help reclaim your energy with a quick and simple free T-test. Visit a local Synergetics Low T Center and receive pharmaceutical-grade testosterone never compounded like other clinics. Experienced providers increase your testosterone to the level that's right for you. Treatment is covered by most major insurance, and affordable self-pay options are available. Book your free T-test at trtmvp.com. That's trtmvp.com.
So my mother is thinking of switching from Verizon to Pure Talk, but she's worried the deal sounds too good to be true. Michael, she said, how can those Pure Talk people offer me the same basic service as Verizon for so much less money? I said, Ma, go ask Google how much Verizon spends on advertising and promotions. A few seconds later, my mother said, oh my goodness, $12 billion a year? That must be a typo. I'll tell you what I told my mom. It's not a typo. Verizon spends $12 billion a year on advertising and promotions, and their customers are paying for it. Well, Pure Talk doesn't spend that kind of money on commercials. Trust me, I would know. That's why they can offer you and my mother unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data on a crazy fast 5G network for just $25 a month. And if you're a business owner, you could really save a fortune. Dial pound 250, say the words Mike Rowe, and you'll get an additional 50% off your first month. That's pound 250 Mike Rowe. Pure Talk. Everything you need and nothing you don't.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. And that's what you get with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. With more than 45 years' experience serving its members, United Healthcare has plans with low monthly premiums that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage Colorado can count on.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD2, CSU basketball faces Cal Poly with pregame starting at 7.
One of Newsweek's best regional banks and credit unions. Learn more at WistaraCU.com.
Listener appreciation.
Our RamosLaw.com texters always answer the bell.
Mentorship.
You can't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
Yeah. And words of wisdom.
Don't let my confidence offend your insecurity.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Good visit with Joel Klatt. Okay. You hiding something there? What do you got there? I mean, am I not supposed to see that? What is that?
I forgot I had this. I brought it in on Monday. Okay. It is a king cake. A mini king cake, right?
Like King Hawaiian?
No.
Oh,
no,
okay.
this is like Mardi
Not even
Gras.
close.
This is Mardi Gras, Louisiana. You do king cakes.
Oh.
And so, yes. So I was down in New Orleans this past weekend, and I was at the airport, and you go to Cafe Du Monde. They're known for their beignets, right? Powdered. It's like a powdered donut kind of deal. And so I was down there, and wife and I had to get the powdered donuts. So I was ordering them, and I saw that they had these little king cakes wrapped up. So I'm like, you know what? Why not? Let me get it. Let me do a king cake. And so I was like, I'm going to do 2. And so I want to bring one in here and see if anyone's had a king cake before or once.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of king cake?
Never heard of king cakes.
Okay, well, here. You can have the mini king cake and cut it up, and it's all it really is a...
What's a king cake?
I thought I just...
Well, no, what makes it a king cake?
I don't know. That's just what they call it. Google it. Okay. I don't know. That's what they have.
Is that, and they had the, because when my son was playing, AAA played in New Orleans, and they had the something Kings, and it was a creepy little dude was their mascot. Is that off the king cake?
No, I don't think so.
I think it is. I think it is.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But, so what they do is, so here's that.
Shut down.
No, I think it was king cakes or something like that.
No, okay.
Okay.
Anyway, what you do is there's a baby. They put like a little plastic baby in the king cake. Okay, normally it's a bigger cake.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you cut it up, and whoever gets the baby, like in the cake, like you're eating it, like oh, I bit the baby. I got the little baby. You have to buy the next king cake.
Okay.
Sounds like you chip a tooth. That sounds dangerous.
Possibly.
Okay.
Got to be careful.
Interesting things that go on down there in the bayou.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
And it hasn't stopped.
I know. Yeah, I'm right.
You're right.
It's the baby cakes. It was the New Orleans baby cakes, and that was from the king cake. And that was their mascot, was that ugly little baby. But it was big. It had a big, ugly baby head.
So there we go. So here we go.
Right.
All right, there we go.
What flavor is this king cake?
It's just, I think, like you can do different things inside of it as far as, filling, chocolate or whatever. I think that's just a normal cinnamon king cake. So,
okay.
Yep, the New Orleans baby cakes.
There you go.
And here's their mascot.
But you said
that ugly little baby.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
but
baby
that's a
cakes.
cool mascot.
Right,
that is
it was
a great
cool.
mascot.
Went to one of their games. We got rained out.
Of course you did.
The baby cakes.
All it does is rain there.
Oh gosh, it was like
rain, stop, and then it's 120
humid.
Right. It was like right during training camp for the Saints too, because it's right down the street from the Saints facility. It's in the same area, same parking lot.
Yeah.
Baby cakes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm glad we had this.
Thank you for thinking of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. You went to.
Hey, check the expiration date.
That's a good point. Very
All right,
good
check
point.
it.
Yeah,
What does it say?
Expired.
I think you're good.
I have a sense that king cakes made in Louisiana probably have a long shelf life.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think they will last quite a long time on your shelf. Going back to the conversation we had with Klatt and all the things that need to get better for this offense, starting with the idea that Sean needs to simplify things for Bo, the things that Bo can do better. Does Bo have a confidence issue right now? Why is at the first sign of a muddy pocket or color flashes in front of his eyes, he's looking to escape? We talked about the idea of receivers getting open. Does he trust his receivers? But, guys, what about the interior of that offensive line? You got Ben Powers is out, so you've had Palcho. You got a center that both of you guys said yesterday in your Telestrator Tuesday that, kind of gets pushed around a lot. That the best of the best, the greatest quarterbacks of them all will tell you if a quarterback has a kryptonite, it's the idea of pressure at their feet, that they can't, you got pressure coming from the outside. Quarterbacks, the great quarterbacks don't care about that. They'll step up, they'll carve you apart. But it's when they're trying to look down the field and step up in the pocket and there's stuff going on in front of them at their feet, that's what makes them really nervous. How much of the Broncos' interior offensive line stink do you think is playing a role in what we're seeing from Bo?
Well, I think it's part and parcel of the reason they have struggled. Now, when they are clean, and they have been clean at times, Bo still has some inaccuracy problems, and he still doesn't, it still looks muddy at times.
But if you don't trust that line, then are you even aware that it's clean on those occurrences that it's clean?
Yeah, maybe not. You get some flashes. I mean, the gray ones just have this feel in the pocket to where they just don't. It never looks like they look at it. They can just sense it or feel it. They keep their eyes downfield. They slide. They roll their shoulders. They just find a way to find space in there. And it certainly didn't look that way on Thursday night. But Joel brought up a really good point, man. It is really hard to play on a Thursday night. You're so limited in what you're doing, and especially with a guy like Sean who wants to game plan everything, right, and wants to scheme up everything. If you don't have, like, Thursday nights are a night where you need to have, this is our staple. This is what we do. We do it every game, and we do it better than you. And if you don't have that, if you don't have anything you feel like, I'm going to really hang my head on this set of tenets, then it's really hard to play.
Yeah, I mean, I think it comes down to, just being comfortable in the pocket, experience. Sometimes that's what it takes. I don't think the interior of the offensive line has been awful.
No.
So I don't want to just say, well, it's just a byproduct of those guys not, being terrible. That's not the case here. So they've been fine. Would you like to be a little bit better? Sure. But at some point, I just like Bo to just stay in there and just take a sack.
Yes.
Just take a sack.
Yes.
Are you so concerned with not taking a sack that you're getting out of there so quick? Well, you're not taking a lot of sacks, but you're also not letting plays develop. There's a fine line there.
Agree.
And Joel talked about Matthew Stafford. He's not running anywhere. He's staying in the pocket, and he takes hits, right? And he takes some sacks. But sometimes that's a byproduct of just being comfortable in the pocket and letting plays develop. You're going to have some sacks. So it's a fine line of not taking sacks, but there's also a fine line of getting out of the pocket too quickly. So, and sometimes that just comes with being comfortable and experience.
I think sometimes you just have to be comfortable with saying, "Hey, man, I'm gonna do this," like Stoke said, and the result might end up being a sack, and then we'll punt. It's one of those things where anything you do in a game, like, you've got to get comfortable. And I always say this, with young guys, offensive line players, being able to throw your hands. Guys want to catch everybody in pass pro because they're afraid to throw their hands because you can get beat. Guys slap your hands when you're throwing them, and you could be in trouble. You could be looking for 4-leaf clovers as your face mask is buried into the ground. And so if you don't throw your hands, though, and they're running games like they were running last week or Thursday night, what ends up happening is you're not snapping guys beyond where they want to be, so they're getting those picks. They're creating penetration. You've got to be able to throw it, because if you just lay hands on people, this ain't like church. This ain't about coming to Jesus, laying hands. I want to throw hands. There's a big difference, and right now they're hand layers, and I need hand throwers.
So you're like Zach Bye. You like to throw hands too.
Well, no, Zach grew up in the mean streets, right? I mean, he was DJing, he was stocking shelves, he was the king of trivia, and
used cars, just
used car salesman, right? And then
that's where it started.
On top of that, I mean, sleeping 2 hours a night and then just dominating on the basketball court like he did with those 4 points in that media game.
Right, but he
had 4 points,
MVP.
Yeah, but he had like 15 rebounds.
Yeah,
just ask him; he'll tell you.
15 pounds. He was just cleaning glass.
Yeah.
They called him Windex.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Dennis Rodman of DenverSports.
Stoke,
Media.
I think you are. I think you're onto something with Bo here, and it's something that I wonder if Sean Payton needs to let go of something. Let go of a belief that he holds sacred. We'll talk about that next.
The Fan Flyaway is back. Presented by 303 Log 4040. Save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it. To kick off 2026, Denver Sports 1043 The Fan is sending you to Phoenix for the biggest party in golf. Airfare, hotel, tickets, and $500 in spending money all included. First, head to thefanflyaway.com to register. Then tune in every hour to see if your name is called. If you hear your name, you have 10 minutes to call us back and be entered into the grand prize drawing. That's thefanflyaway.com. Denver Sports 1043. The Fan.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here from my friends at Mountain High Appliance, Colorado's favorite appliance store, celebrating a huge Black Friday sales going on right now. You can craft your dream kitchen, save up to $4,400 on select KitchenAid appliance packages. Visit their Denver Clearance Center during Black Friday sale and save up to 75% on brand name appliances like Whirlpool, KitchenAid, GE, and Bosch. Mountain High Appliance, proudly serving Colorado, locally owned and operated business for over 30 years. Guys, from refrigerators to ovens and everything in between, they've got you covered, and their professional staff, more than just experts, they are there to provide you all the information you need with a personalized touch to make sure you get exactly what's best for your family. And with over 250 working appliances, you can test drive them before you buy them to make sure you're getting exactly what you want. Visit a showroom today, Littleton or Louisville, or their clearance center in Denver. Find them online 24/7 at mountainhighappliance.com. When you think appliances, think Mountain High Appliances. MountainHighAppliances.com, your favorite appliance store.
Black Friday is going on now at every AutoNation store. Hurry in and save for a limited time. Buy with $0 down. Plus, make no payments till next year. Shop new and used cars, trucks, SUVs, even top luxury models. Drive with $0 down. Plus, no payments till next year. Save your cash for the holidays. Go to your nearest AutoNation store now. Limited term financing on approved credit. 90-day deferred payment. Interest accrues from date of purchase. See store for details.
Tax problems dealing with the IRS, it can all feel overwhelming. It's not a battle you want to fight yourself. And right now, Advanced Tax Solutions is stepping up to support that fight. Advanced Tax Solutions founder Todd Whalen will be hosting 2 free online workshops, one on Wednesday, November 19th, to describe 7 ways to fix a tax problem. The other, Thursday, November 20th, that will focus on the options you have if you haven't filed taxes in 3 or more years. 2 different 1-hour webinars, both free. What a golden opportunity to get complex questions answered clearly, to get great information, insight, and advice from someone like Todd Whalen, someone who's made helping people out of tax jams and out of the grip of the IRS his life's work for the last 30 years. You couldn't be in better hands. 2 free online workshops, Wednesday, November 19th, Thursday, November 20th. To sign up, visit advancedtaxsolutions.com/thefan or call them directly at 303-753-6040.
More than a few of our patients have talked to me about their first time, but it's not the first time you're probably thinking about. It's the first time that erectile dysfunction ruined the moment. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if you're over 50, it's likely you've had that first time yourself. But the good news is that if you're like most men, that first time can be the last time that ED impacts your sex life. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men using protocols with success rates well over 90%. And those treatments have, in most cases, made sex great again for both them and their partners. You could even find that you're performing like you haven't in years. So if ED has been affecting your intimacy, it's time to make the last time that happens the last time that happens. For just $99, you'll receive blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. We have 5 offices across the Front Range to serve you.
Hi there, I'm Kim Rudell, owner of Wills and Wellness Estate Planning. We're entering into the holiday season when we'll be spending more time with family and friends. Creating your estate plan is something you can do for your loved ones that they will forever be grateful for. We can help you memorialize your legacy and outline your wishes. You can find us at willsandwellness.com or give us a call at 720-266-8190.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, You'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan is brought to you by Jacob's Law, 303 Law 4040.
Get ready for every Broncos game with Super Bowl 50 champion Brandon Marshall as he joins the drive every Friday afternoon at 4:45 exclusively on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Thanks to Corwin Toyota Boulder. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. DenverSports.com and the Denver Sports app. Self-appointed nicknames.
Obviously, I am the hockey guy at this station.
Grammar lessons.
High five, Fama Jamma.
And Oscar-worthy impressions.
My version was, get off my plane. Okay. Yours was, get off my plane.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Stoke, I think you nailed something. I think you nailed it. And in the process of nailing it, we are challenging Sean Payton to, at least for a while, suspend one of his sacred quarterback beliefs. And that is the sack. Because he goes on and on about how sacks are a quarterback stat. Sacks are so damaging to drives, but I think in this case, to get Bo Nix back to being comfortable in the pocket, you got to open him up to the idea that it's okay to take a sack. And I'm going to give you the numbers to back it up. Bo Nix has only taken 10 sacks this year. Great number, right?
Yeah,
really, really low. Well, guess how many Drake May has taken? In a year in which Drake May has really blossomed, in a year in which Drake May, as a second-year quarterback, has played himself into the MVP conversation and has become one of the best deep ball throwers in the NFL, most of those throws coming from just standing in the pocket. Guess how many sacks he's taken?
18.
No, he's taking more than that. 24.
I'm sorry, Mr. Patriot. Goodness.
I don't know.
Man,
you call a couple Patriot games. And
well, I mean,
it's taking a lot more than that, Stokely. You don't know the Patriots like I know the Patriots.
Through 4 weeks, he had 12.
Wow, you and Vrabes, huh?
Yeah,
Tight,
they're
huh?
tighter mouse nuts.
Josh,
Vrabes.
You and Josh,
where's that? Yeah,
you and Josh are secretly tight.
Yeah,
Josh and I are secretly tight.
Like Josh McDaniels.
I do like Josh McDaniels.
Yes, you do. You love Josh McDaniels. Say it. Say it. Do you love him?
No. I just
AI tie. Be ready.
I just want you to like.
That's all right. You said enough. He can
Be
work.
careful.
He can work with the rest.
Hey, Stoke.
We got him.
Yeah, we got. Stoke, you need to be careful about agreeing with Mike on this stuff because like you're going to get drugged down with him. Because here's what he wants now. His offensive philosophy, according to Mike.
Oh, wait. Can I get the number?
What's the number? 35.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Drake May's taken
35.
Drake May's taken 35 sacks. Wow. Bo Nix has taken 10. Drake May's an athletic quarterback. I mean, he's just as athletic as Bo is, okay? He's taken 35. Bo's taken 10. What does that tell you? He's standing in the pocket more, understanding that, okay, I'm probably going to take some sacks. Not big sacks, like 2-3 yard sacks, but in the process, I'm going to stand in there long enough to make some big-time throws. Maybe Bo needs to be encouraged by Sean. I don't mind if the sack number goes up a little bit, if it means you standing in the pocket more.
Offensive philosophies brought to you by Mike Evans. This is what we've learned here the last couple of weeks.
Oh, wow.
Right? Seems like Stoke wants to agree with me, but go ahead.
Right,
yeah.
okay.
I think I do, but let me hear Mark first, and then maybe I'll change my mind.
We don't need to run the ball. We need to throw it more.
Yep.
We need the quarterback to run more. We need to throw it more. We don't need to run the ball. And the one thing we really need is to take more sacks. That is, like, you would be one hell of a coordinator.
Hey, that was really good, but actually I do agree with Evans here. Okay, I do because, and I know what you're saying, and you know, Mike, of course.
Don't worry, I'm building my case against
I know you are. I know you are.
I've got him. Don't worry about it.
I mean, you don't want to take negative plays, obviously, but I think in this situation there is a reward there. And the problem is, I don't mind Bo getting out of the pocket. You know, if they have a free blitzer, and you know that, and you get out of the pocket, but just like in the red zone on the play that Troy Franklin was wide open for a 93-yard touchdown, you had it protected. Yeah. You have to know your protection. You have to know when you are protected, even when they're only bringing 6 guys. In those plays, you know, that's when it's disappointing when he's bailing out quickly. It's like, you're protected here, bud.
Right.
Just hang in there. Don't try to get out of the pocket when you got everything protected. And I think that's been part of the issue here.
I totally agree. And Mike, I know I give you grief, but you're right. It's managing it, right? You can't take a bunch of sacks for -10, -11, bailing out the back of the pocket. You've got to climb it. You know, not all sacks are created equal. If you take a 2-yard loss on a sack, that's not like taking a 9-yard loss. You can overcome some of those things. But I agree, like, we got to stay planted in the pocket more. We've got to be able to climb the pocket. We've got to be able to let things develop and make some of those throws. And if you do that a little bit more efficiently, with a little bit more, just commitment to it, then I do believe, you'll take a few more sacks, but I think the reward could be greater. So I think there is something to that, Mike. I think you're right.
He's ready. Here he goes. All right, go for it.
Yeah,
go for it.
So, Mr. You got to run the football. You might want to take it up with your boo there, Josh McDaniels, because the Broncos are a much better running team than the Patriots are. They run for a better yards per carry. Yeah. They've run the ball more times than the Patriots. So
get him, Mike. You got
yet
it.
Your
job,
guy
buddy.
Josh doesn't run the football as much, has his quarterback take more sacks, and what's the results been? A team that's got a young quarterback who's prospering right now. So,
Mike.
Give me knuckles.
Mike.
Bam.
Okay.
So apparently my offensive philosophies are so terrible, but they seem to align with your boo, Josh.
My boo, Josh, will run 12 personnel the majority of the time. He's got 2 tight ends that can also block in the passing game, block in the running game, are effective in the passing game. They play different. They play a different style of offense, Mike. Did you just say your boo, Josh?
Your boo, Josh.
You said your boo, Josh.
Your boo, Josh.
AI tie.
No, and you said it too. You said it.
Don't worry.
I just repeated.
All right, I gotta get a name out here. Fan Flyaway got another name to call out this hour for the biggest party in golf. You guys are turned off. Fan Flyaway presented by 303 Law 4040. AI tie. My man, Steve Rogers. Isn't that Captain America? Captain America. You got 10 minutes to call us back at 303-713-1043 to be entered into our drawing for the grand prize. 2 tickets to Saturday's round at TPC Scottsdale. Round trip airfare for 2 from Denver to Phoenix. 2 nights hotel stay and a $500 Visa gift card. Steve Rogers, Captain America. Call us back. 303-713-1043. Dan Orlovsky joins us in 20 minutes.
The Broncos need to get back to basics on offense.
Every person in every situation that I've ever been in and guys that I've talked to, when it comes to we're not playing well, the answer is always, let's simplify. 100% of the time.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here from my friends at Synergenics Low T Center, the original MVPs of testosterone replacement therapy. Guys, you know, you feel it, right? Something's off. It's just not signs of aging. Your energy's slipping away. It could be low testosterone, draining all the things that make you, you. But it doesn't have to be that way. The solution, testosterone replacement therapy at Synergenics and Low T Center. Take my word for it, guys. Ask any patient that that frequents the low T center and Synergetics, man, it completely has changed their lives. And it's so simple. You walk in, you take a simple blood test. With the on-site labs, you're going to have results back right there on the spot, and then you could start your testosterone replacement therapy. Get back to feeling great. Get back to feeling your youth, getting gains in the gym, the whole 9 yards, guys. You're going to be so glad you did it. So to book an appointment online, all you have to do is go to trtmvp.com. That's trtmvp.com. You're going to be so glad you did. You're going to wish you did it sooner. Go check them out. That's Synergetics and Low T Center. Book an appointment today at trtmvp.com.
Heads up, pros. Now's your chance to unlock deeper savings. The Home Depot's new Pro Extra Preferred pricing can help you save thousands on the products your business uses the most. But the current benefit ends November 15th. Don't miss out. Registration for the new program is free and easy. Just bring your tax ID or business or contractor's license to the Pro Desk. Register now to lock in the best wholesale prices before it's too late.
Hey, Stoke here from my friends at Trades and Wealth. I've talked about Trades and Wealth for a while, but now I'm actually a client. And let me tell you, they made retirement planning simple. No pressure, no confusing jargon, just clear, honest advice from fiduciaries who put my goals first. I used to wonder if I was missing out on something, but turns out I was. Trades and Wealth gave my plan a second look and uncovered opportunities I hadn't considered. Now I feel confident, prepared, and honestly relieved. If you've ever questioned your retirement strategy, get a second opinion from Trades and Wealth. It could change everything. Call today and take the first step towards financial confidence. 720-204-8100. That's 720-204-8100, or you can find them online at tradesandwealth.com. That's TRAJAN Wealth.com. They have offices located in Broomfield, Greenwood Village, and Loveland. Trades and Wealth. Plan smarter, dream bigger. Advisory services through Trades and Wealth, LLC, SEC registered investment advisor, client, paid advertisement. Additional disclosures at tradesandwealth.com.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later on your timeline. No showings, no double moves. Plus, Orchard handles all home repairs for you, attracting buyers. Buy before you sell and get top dollar with Orchard. Visit Orchard.com for your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com.
This is Hall of Famer Terrell Davis here to tell you about my friends at Colorado Credit Union. Great plays start with a solid game plan, and the same goes for home ownership. Whether you're buying your first home, refinancing, or tapping into your home's equity, Colorado Credit Union has the mortgage and home equity options to fit your needs. Ready to make your next big move? Visit ccu.org to learn how Colorado Credit Union can help. Colorado Credit Union. Love where you live, love where you bank. Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here for my friends at Cutarelli Vision. I wore glasses for a long time, but when I started needing reading glasses to see menus, text, read stats, to see my computer, I decided to go to Dr. Cutarelli at Cutarelli Vision for refractive lens exchange. It was a game changer for me, and it could be for you too. Join Dr. Cutarelli for his live webinar today at noon to learn about refractive lens exchange from Cutarelli Vision. This free webinar is the perfect opportunity to meet Dr. Cutarelli and have him answer all your questions about RLE, like what is refractive lens exchange? How is it different from LASIK or EVO ICL? Why can't you develop a cataract after RLE? Cutarelli Vision is Colorado's most experienced with over 90,000 vision correction procedures. He can tell you when it's your right time for RLE, like he did me. So register for the webinar at coloradorle.com. It's today at noon, coloradorle.com.
Hellsberg gifts checked off the list. Now, time for wrapping. Earrings for Mom. A gold bracelet to match the rings Danielle wears every day. And for Dad, a new watch, because we all know he needs one. All right, this is going to be a good one.
Our favorite things for your favorite people. Shop in store at Hellsberg.com for up to 50% off.
At Big O Tires Black Friday sale, buy 3, get 1 free on Big O brand tires. Now through December 7th, you'll get the industry-leading ProTech Plus warranty for free. Don't miss the Black Friday sale at Big O Tires, the team you trust.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver.
You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD2, CSU basketball faces Cal Poly with pregame starting at 7.
One of Newsweek's best regional banks and credit unions. Learn more at wistaracu.com.
Music history.
I've now baptized you in the glory of Led Zeppelin.
Brutal honesty.
Today's just been a bad day for you, Mike. I don't know how else to put it.
And some questionable taste.
I do not heat up leftovers.
Oh, my
I only eat
God.
leftovers cold.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Rolling into our 9 o'clock hour. Dan Orlovsky will be here in about 15 minutes. Look forward to visiting with Dan. Let's reset what we've been talking about all morning long. Wednesday, official start of Chiefs week. Practice. Do we see J.K. Dobbins out there? Do we see Patrick Surtain out there? Stoke, do you think, what does your gut tell you about one or both of them being able to play this weekend?
No, I don't think, well, I don't know about that, Mike. I mean, I don't have the medical information, but I don't think we're going to see him practice today. I don't think Dobbins plays. I think the one more likely to play is Surtain. And I'm gonna just totally speculate and guess.
That's
wild
fine.
guess.
That's fine.
That he does play.
Surtain plays.
Yeah.
Okay.
No Dobbins, Surtain. That's where I'm leaning right now with absolutely no information. Total guess. You, Mark?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Dobbins will play either. I don't think either of them are going to play this weekend, actually. My gut would say neither of them are going to – they're going to wait till after the bye week, get Surtain back, make sure that he's right. He's too valuable down the stretch. I think they don't want to risk it.
Yeah, the Dobbins thing, the guys that cover the team, the Maces, the Zach Stevens of the world, they were all like Chris Thomason. They were like, well, good news, J.K. Dobbins hasn't been put on IR yet. Well, so just the fact that you were kind of establishing the idea that the IR was in play 4 games, not even just 4 weeks, 4 games, tells you that there's something going on there that would seem to preclude him from being able to play this week. Yeah, I mean, I'm not ruling it out, but it would seem like it's trending that way.
Well, if you go get a second opinion, you're getting a second opinion for a reason.
Yep.
You have an injury that, probably is going to keep you out for a little bit, you would think. So hopefully it's not the long-term injury, and maybe he does play this week. Maybe after he got injured, he played. He kept playing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's just one of those things where, for a couple of days it was bothering him, and now it feels better. It just seems like he's probably going to be out a couple of weeks at the least.
The best thing he could have done the last couple of days, hang around with Bolsey.
The grass is green and the cows are chirping.
I mean, you want to talk about a guy who Lazarus-like.
His healing power.
Oh,
is
my goodness.
Right.
Legendary.
Let a little Bolsey rub off on you.
You got to get
Real
him
quick.
in.
I don't know if it's Wolverine blood.
No,
or
not
what.
that guy.
No.
Not that guy.
You might want to get him in whatever the mud is that Bolsey came from. Just
I came from the mud.
Put his feet in the mud and leave him there overnight.
Yep.
The Aurora Borealis was out last night.
Do a
You
little
throw him
mudding.
in the mud. It's called mudding.
Do a little mudding.
Yeah.
So that we will eagerly await what happens at practice today and the release of that injury report. Other things happening last night. The Nuggets continue to roll 8-2 to start their season as they hammer Sacramento 122-108. How about Nikola Jokic? I know we say this every single night, but how about Nikola Jokic, who was an insane 16 of 19 from the field for David Adelman?
He had some wrist issues, last couple of years, and it just seems like he's really comfortable right now. 16 of 19 is absolutely insane. He did it from all over the floor. So, there's not a lot of words to describe what he's doing right now. And he did it in 32 minutes, which is good for us. We didn't have to play him into the ground because that second unit did a great job to start the fourth quarter, which allowed us to keep our guys fresh until the 4-minute mark. It was a really good team win, and Nikola obviously is playing at a ridiculous level.
Meanwhile, Jamal Murray played a team-high 37 minutes. He continues his strong start to the season.
I think him figuring out what he needed to be prepared for the season. I think in other summers, maybe he worked too hard. And then in other summers, he thought if I take time off, like the old vets back in the day, I'll be fine. This summer, he had a really good balance. And it's not just the physical, I think the mental too. Just had a very clear mind. Leadership was great all summer. And it's just kind of continued into the season. I just feel like he's not fighting it. He's just playing. And what's there is there. And it's fun to watch him play right now. He's just seems loose and free out there.
Well, I don't know what he did stink this past summer, but it clearly wasn't like the Canadian bacon summer the summer before.
No.
This was not a Canadian bacon summer.
No, it was not. He, overtraining. He probably got with Chris Bryant and said, hey, how do you get the right amount of training so that you can be very effective? And he figured that out. Hey, man, he's been great. It's fun to see. This Nuggets team is unbelievable. And how about what they've been able to do, freeing up the money they freed up to address the bench, getting Brucey back, getting Tim Hardaway Jr. on the squad, getting Valanciunas, your guy, great in the clubhouse, great in the locker room.
Great locker room guy.
Yeah. But really, when those guys go in, it's not like sudden ginormous drop-off.
Nope.
Valanciunas was great in the fourth quarter.
Bruce Brown, 27 minutes off the bench. I mean, they never had this kind of bench the last couple of years.
No.
It's insane. And it just again, if you're telling me the one impediment to being able to get this bench was removing Michael Porter Jr. from the equation, what freaking took you so long, Stoke? Not you, but what took you so long?
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously they did a really good job of addressing their issues this offseason. Need a little bit more from Cam Johnson here moving forward. He hasn't been shooting the ball as well as I had hoped he would shoot it, but that's okay. Obviously, Jokic is playing unbelievable. Murray looks like he found a situation and what he needed to do this offseason to put himself in a good situation here to start the season. So good start, Nuggets. I mean, it's what you wanted. Get off to a fast start.
Yep.
You got to get one of those first two seeds in the West here when you're looking at playoff seeding. So they're off to a really good start.
Yeah, that was my theme for both the Nuggets and Avalanche. No more can they be given the benefit of the doubt coming off championships that, hey, just don't worry about where you finish in the regular season. Just make sure you're healthy and focused and ready to go for the playoffs. They've lost. Both teams have lost that privilege because of how they played in the playoffs the last couple of years. So now it needs to be really pedal to the metal right from the start. And the Nuggets are doing that. The Avalanche are doing that. They are off to the best start in the NHL. Nathan MacKinnon, I can't talk about Nikola Jokic without talking about Nathan MacKinnon. 12 points in his last 3 games. He leads the NHL in goals. He leads the NHL in assists, which means, guys, what else does he lead?
Points.
There you go. Look at my guys.
Points.
Becoming hockey guys right before our very eyes. And then it wasn't a huge thing, but it was becoming a thing. 17 games into the season, 16 games into the season, and Gabe Landeskog had not yet officially scored a goal. Had a couple taken away from him, but he got one last night.
I think it's my second longest goal drought in my career, so it was nice to just be done with it. Had a decent amount of looks and some bounces that don't go your way, and that's the way the game works. And sometimes you get easy ones, and sometimes you really got to work for them. And there's a lot of guys in this room and in this league that make it look easy to score in this league, but it's not. So nonetheless, big 2 points for us, and it's a good team over there. So that's important.
How do you think he's looked? I mean, we haven't seen him play a ton of hockey here. We forget about how the injury that he had and the long layoff that he had, all of a sudden it's just like, Gabe's back. I mean, that's just, he's playing tonight. But, for a while there, it looked like he would never play again. But
I think what you saw last year in the playoffs was pure adrenaline, and that was going to be short-lived. But when you then settle in to an 82-game season, think about it. You're a world-class hockey player who hasn't really played hockey for a few years. You're gonna lose. You got to get your hands back. You got to get your rhythm back. You got to get your instincts back. All that stuff gets dulled over the time that you're not playing. And to think that you're going to be able to come back, even if you're healthy, to be able to get all the hockey parts of it back and then go out and play at an elite level like the NHL, I mean, that's asking a lot. So don't be surprised now that he's got the first one. They start to come in bunches.
Oh, yeah? You think so?
Yes.
He'll just be a points machine.
A lot of times it works that way. Once you break through, you get that first one, they start to
bounce your way.
They start to bounce your way.
All right.
That's the hockey way.
That's the way. That's hockey, you know.
the
Throw
hockey
your
way.
sweater on and goals just kind of naturally come your way.
That's your hockey way. Dan Orlovsky joins us next.
Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan is on a mission to feed families this holiday season, and we need your help. As part of our Fill the Truck campaign, we'll be collecting canned goods and non-perishable food items to benefit the Food Bank of the Rockies November 19th, 20th, and 21st. So stop by the Walmart Supercenter in Highlands Ranch near C470 in Quebec from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and help us fill the truck for those in need. Head to denversports.com/truck for more info. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here from my buddy Troy Hansford. And if you're thinking about selling your house in this market, man, the market has gone crazy, right? It was so hot about a summer ago. Now it's just been, slow, prices declining. But if you're thinking about selling your house for any reason, now's the time to sell it, still get top dollar, because my buddy Troy is still offering his $5,000 guarantee. What is it, you ask? Well, if he can't sell your house at the price you agree upon, plus the timeline that you agree upon, he's going to cut you a check for $5,000. Nobody else is going to make that offer, and he's making that offer because he continues to spend obscene amounts of money marketing his listings, has about 100 families approved and ready to buy. If you have a house, Troy probably has the perfect buyer for you right now, waiting for you to pick up the phone and to call him at 720-900-4433. And if for any reason you need to sell it right away, Troy can buy your house all cash, and he can close in as little as 7 days. Call Troy, get your home sold for the most money. 720-900-4433. That's 720-900-4433. Troy Hansford of RE/MAX Professionals, Colorado licensed broker. Some restrictions do apply. Want to sell your house? Then pick up the phone and call my buddy Troy, 720-900-4433.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. And that's what you get with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. With more than 45 years' experience serving its members, United Healthcare has plans with low monthly premiums that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage Colorado can count on.
Black Friday is going on now at every AutoNation store. Hurry in and save for a limited time. Buy with zero down. Plus, make no payments till next year. Shop new and used cars, trucks, SUVs, even top luxury models. Drive with zero down. Plus, no payments till next year. Save your cash for the holidays. Go to your nearest AutoNation store now.
Limited term financing on approved credit. 90-day deferred payment. Interest accrues from date of purchase. See store for details.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here from my friends at Xfinity. Imagine all that could happen in 5 years. Jobs may change, kids are going to grow, new memes will come out, but also, what if you had reliable, intelligent Wi-Fi and the price didn't change for 5 years? Well, thanks to Xfinity 5-year price guarantee, you actually don't have to worry about that part of your future. You're guaranteed 5 years of Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to your devices that need them the most, that finds and fixes any issues before you even notice them. It's like a super intelligent Wi-Fi that keeps you protected from threats online. Plus, you get incredible gaming speeds on multiple devices with no one battling for bandwidth. For the next 5 years, all your devices are going to be working in perfect harmony, and you get our best equipment with no annual contracts, no fees, no strings attached. So even though your kids will grow up and you still won't understand what 6-7 means, your internet will stay sharp, reliable, and most importantly, the price will stay put. All with the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Select plans only.
Macy's Backstage is a whole department inside your Macy's store where you'll find everything you need for the holidays, all for under $35. Don't wait. Find a location at macy'sbackstage.com.
This segment on The Fan is brought to you by Embers Golf, where your passion meets the green.
Stay up to date on the Broncos with our 9 News Broncos insider Mike Kliss. Presented by Fitness Gallery. Hear the latest from every practice and every game every single week during football season. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
utter nonsense.
This thing has gone totally off the rails.
Some Cajun seasoning.
Gree?
And the occasional anatomy lesson.
Yeah, we're tight.
Okay.
We're like tire mouse nuts.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Oh, I look forward to this time of the week every Thursday at this time as we get a chance to visit with ESPN's Dan Orlovsky, who joins us now. Good morning, Dan.
It's
Good
Wednesday,
morning. How are you
buddy.
guys?
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I know. I was already looking ahead to Thursday. Excuse me. It's
Sorry,
Wednesday.
Dan.
I get excited. I get excited about having Dan on so much Dan, so that I he's- forget about what
been a
day
bad
it is.
day for him.
He's had a bad show,
Terrible.
Dan.
Terrible
bad
show
show.
so
Bad
far.
show.
Yeah, get your head out of your ass.
Yeah. Oh, Ty, tell me you got that. He's had a bad show. they trust me. The size of his head, he couldn't fit in any ass. All right. Well, let's go back to how this all started. Actually, I love the fact that you're on because you living in the national ESPN perspective world, I want to ask you this question. In order for the Broncos to be taken seriously as a legitimate AFC playoff contender, and I mean a team that can go to the AFC Championship, do they have to beat the Chiefs in one of these two regular season matchups in order to think of them that way?
No, there's no doubt about it. And even if they do, and I would absolutely expect them to win one of those two games, even if they do, and they got to see him again, 90% of the human beings on planet Earth are going to pick the Chiefs to win that game. I don't care if Denver wins 40-0 in one of those games. But I think more importantly, for Denver to be taken seriously, because if we're looking at the AFC picture right now, it certainly feels the most wide open it has in years. I think that overall the offense has got to do two things better. One, they lead the NFL in offensive penalties. So to be taken seriously, and those two other guys know this significantly greater than me, in the playoffs, if you're going to beat yourself, good luck. So the offensive penalties got to go. And then obviously Bo Nix is going to have to play better and calm his feet down and get way more consistent with that. So, but I do think they have to win one of the two.
Dan, I heard you talking about another one of the issues. You were talking about being a little bit off in the shotgun, which I found interesting.
Oh, my Lord.
I found interesting because, these guys grow up in the shotgun, and it seems like that's where they would be most comfortable is taking a drop from the shotgun. Talk about what you meant when you were talking about just the shotgun issues that Bo Nix and the Broncos have had.
Yeah, I think there's a difference between comfort and the ability to execute. I agree with your point that they would feel most comfortable in that. So after watching those games and his feet with Bo Nix, I had research look at it for our ESPN, and 86% of the time that they throw the football, Denver's in the shotgun. That's an outrageous amount. And this has kind of been like a 2 or 3 year trend. And Stink, I'm sure you've seen it. And this is something that for the better part of the year, I've just been pressing on is like, the good offenses, the offenses in the NFL right now that are playing at a high clip, and this is really the better part of the 24-25 season, it looks a little bit like it did at the early 2000s, 25 years ago, where there's bigger bodies on the field, there's multiple tight ends on the field, there's quarterbacks playing from underneath the center, and they're running at defenses. And I think that this isn't a war on shotgun, but Denver's so much in the shotgun that it kind of minimizes the things that you can get to. I think from an offensive perspective, there are things that you can get to only from the shotgun. And I would tell you this, my thought when it comes to directly impacting Bo, when you live in the shotgun world, unless you're maniacal about your feet, like a psychopath, almost like the way Payton was, it's really difficult to marry the timing of your feet to the route or the concept. Because as a quarterback from the underneath the center, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the ball is out, or you're getting to somewhere else, and it's an obsession with it. From the shot, because you're reading as you're dropping. From the shotgun, it's like catch, and I'm waiting to see what's happening, and your feet are following your brain, rather than your brain following your feet. And I think that's impacting Bo's ability to play at a consistent level with his feet.
Dan, you know what? I think one of the other things, and I'm with you, I'm a big get under center guy more in everything. And I think one of the things that drives me crazy about the gun aspect of this is you don't have receivers right now, and especially in that Thursday night game, that were really winning right off the bat. They weren't. And so to create space and to create opportunities in the passing game, sometimes you got to turn your back to the defense, right? You've got to really go hard action, play action. You know, there's the run play action, and then there's the play pass play action. But you don't get the hard run action, play action out of gun. And I think it really would help Bo in the passing game. What do you think about being under center and how that affects the passing game in play action?
Let's go coach the team. We're talking the same stuff. We're talking the same stuff here. So my philosophy on explosive plays, like the ability to consistently be explosive in the NFL right now is and I think this is really the test of time. There's two ways. You either got a freak on the outside, and there's maybe 3 of them in the league right now. I'm talking about a Julio Jones, maybe a A.J. Brown. There's just not a ton of Jamar Chase, or you have to play action pass defenses. You have to displace the 3 different levels of a defense. I have to get the deep part of the defense going deep and the middle part of the defense closer to the football and create those gashes. That's the only way to really be explosive unless you have an unbelievable talent on the outside. And, this is something that I don't think Denver thrives at. It's odd because that's something that Sean was so good at in New Orleans. I think it's really hard to do it in the shotguns. I think we did this years ago on NFL Live, and the difference between a defensive perspective when the quarterback's in the shotgun going a play fake, run fake, and the quarterback going it from underneath the center, and the defensive people to a man all said it's not even remotely close when it comes to the difference that it has on the defense and the sell of it. And so it's been something that I feel like I've harped upon for years for teams to do it. And I think the teams, if you look at the teams that are thriving on offense right now, all of them are doing it outside of maybe Kansas City, and they're even doing a little bit more of it. So no question, it's something Denver has to start doing more.
How do you think Denver matches up against Kansas City? Obviously, they're coming off of a bye. They had a tough loss against Buffalo after winning, I think it was 3 in a row. They look like a little bit different team than they did early in the season. How do you think the Broncos match up with the Chiefs?
Yeah, defensively, well, obviously, the pass rush leads the NFL in sacks. I would tell you that the thing that has stood out to be the best part of Kansas City's offense is the plus plays out of Patrick, the holding the football, making people miss in the pocket, and then generating some big-time plays. That's come back this year. I don't think you can live that way if you're Kansas City in this game against this pass rush. So I think that's an advantage matchup for Denver. And even though the tackles are playing better than they did last year, it's still a weakness. I think defensively, Kansas City, you can run the football on them. You can run the football on them, and you can run the football on them. And so, this has got to be a game this is a JK game. This is a Harvey game. They got to run the football at this defense. They got to put bigger people on the field. They got to put a fullback on the field. That's what Buffalo did so well. It allowed Josh to play at a consistent state. So this is an enormous big body run game against Kansas City if you're Denver. So I think if Denver does that, they match up well.
Man, I tell you what, I'm going to have a cigarette. That is my kind of football.
Yeah,
I appreciate you, brother. Thanks so much for jumping on.
Thanks, Dan.
All right, boys. Be well.
There goes Dan Orlovsky from his car. If you were watching that on our YouTube channel, you were watching Dan from his car, and we appreciate Dan. No doubt heading on into ESPN to do all his TV stuff that you'll be watching throughout the course of the week. So he did agree with me at the beginning. So told me to get my get my head out of my butt. But then he proceeded to agree with me.
That was leading the witness.
Question
led the witness.
It doesn't matter how I asked the question. He was so emphatic in his answer that it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
all right. Coming up next. All right, so he said it is so important to be able to have your quarterback under center. Sean's entire coaching career began when all quarterbacks did was play under center. So the question has to be asked, why doesn't he have Bo do more of it? That's next.
the Broncos have the makeup of a true AFC contender.
With the playoffs coming down to how do you run the ball, how do you play defense?
Yeah.
Broncos can run the ball, provided JK's healthy. Broncos can play defense, best defense in the league.
No denying that.
If Bo Nix fixes his issues, you and I are in Santa Clara.
Oh, okay.
Doing a show for the Super Bowl.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here from my friends at Gravina's Window Center of Littleton. Guys, hey, you've heard me talk about craftsmanship before, and Gravina's Window Center of Littleton, they get it. Right now, they're running their biggest Black Friday event ever. Get this, guys, 30% off Infinity by Marvin Windows plus 24 months, no interest, and no payments. In over 52 years of serving Colorado homeowners, they've never offered anything like it. It's happening now through November 30th, so don't wait. Book an appointment online today, guys. And I'm telling you, they do an amazing job, right? Start to finish. They're with you every step of the way. They never subcontract out the work. You know you're going to get satisfaction guaranteed, guys. So set that appointment up, that free consultation today by calling them at 303-794-0490. That's 303-794-0490 or online at windowsforyourhome.com.
Visita la nueva tienda O'Reilly Auto Parts de Wheat Ridge en Kipling Street, atrás de Natural Grocers. Desde hoy hasta el 25 de noviembre encontrarás grandes ofertas de apertura. Compra 5 cuartos de aceite 100% sintético Mobil 1 y recibe una tarjeta de regalo O'Reilly de $15 después del reembolso. Compra un producto Coca-Cola y llévate el segundo gratis. Además, obtén puntos dobles o rewards en productos seleccionados. Sigue adelante con O'Reilly.
Life happens, and then debt happens. Your laptop dies when you need it most. A hospital bill hurts more than an injury. Enter End Credit Union with a free debt consultation and a plan built just for you. End is here to help you break the debt cycle and get your finances on track. Debt happens. End helps. Schedule your free consultation at end.com/coaching. Standard account and credit qualifications apply.
At Colorado Joint Replacement, your hip or knee replacement is their top priority. As part of Advent Health, one of the nation's largest healthcare providers, they've completed over 27,000 joint replacements since 2005. Their expert surgeons use the latest technology to deliver innovative, compassionate care that gets you back to the life you love. For peace of mind and proven results, schedule your appointment today at coloradojoint.org. That's coloradojoint.org.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan is brought to you by 5280 Exteriors, the altitude of quality.
Select Health, how can we help?
Hi, my CEO needs a POV on the ROI of HDHPs. Buy EOD.
Okay, so you're a small business. Let's start there.
How'd you know that?
Let's just say it's not my first RODEO. Get it? Rodeo.
Oh, right. Letters.
Let's get started.
Real people, real answers in real time. Select Health. Insurance made simple. Learn more at selecthealth.org.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD2, CSU basketball faces Cal Poly with pregame starting at 7.
One of Newsweek's best regional banks and credit unions. Learn more at wistaracu.com.
Double crossing, you little punk. Can't believe you did that. Unbreakable trust.
See, I'm not like you. You just let me drown. You just let me drown. You do nothing.
And of course, emotional maturity.
Or maybe a little bit angry.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Let's go. Don't wait.
I was about to walk in the studio, and then I saw Mark doing a video, so I was like, okay, let me wait. And I look over, and I have my sweatshirt, jacket, whatever, on the chair, and I see you like leaning on it, and your like head rest, like your greasy hair, on my sweatshirt.
What are you talking about? He was leaning
why?
over.
Well, yeah, like why are
Oh
you?
my
Why are you
gosh.
doing that to my? Why don't you just? Why?
Well, he was recording something.
No, I
and so they asked me to get out of the way. So
Right,
I
well-
walked over there. So I was just draping my hands over the back of your chair,
like leaning
head
over
down,
it, head down.
And
Why?
your jacket's there.
Oh my-
But I wasn't doing
You're either
anything
gonna
to
have to-
your jacket.
You're gonna either have to. Is that a jacket you like, or do you want to?
My hair is not greasy.
Are you gonna throw it away, or are you
I wear this all the time.
I actually washed my hair this morning. You could probably smell Oda Evans on it right now. Little Oda Evans.
I'm gonna have to bring it to the dry cleaner.
Oh
today
my
now.
gosh!
Seriously, I got to get it dry cleaned now.
Give it to me. I'll go get it dry cleaned.
Absolutely not.
No,
No
then
way.
you got to carry it back in
Wow,
here.
right.
Can you imagine? He'll probably wear it back in.
I've seen his truck.
Hey, Stoke, I got your coat dry cleaned. He'll have it on.
Right. Hoodie over the top of his hair
Right,
again. Like, look,
right.
I look cool. Look at me.
Eating a powdered donut.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wiping his greasy fingers on it. Them chubby little things. You know they just been handling sausage all morning.
I picked up sausage McMuffins on the way in.
Grease
I'll take
dripping
care
down
of
the
it.
front of it.
It's fine. My goodness. God, you're that type of guy, aren't you? You're that type of guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Had great visits today with both Joel Klatt and Dan Orlovsky. So Orlovsky was adamant in saying that Bo needs to spend more time under center. Too much time in the gun. Mark, you've always been a big proponent of it. All the numbers, all the trends, all the history. I mean, Sean's been calling NFL offenses for 25 years now. He knows all that. He knows the benefits of having your quarterback under center versus in the gun. So, begs the question, why? Why is Bo in the gun so much if there are untold benefits to being under center?
Well, because Stoke brings it up. If that's where you played your entire life and you're coming out from under center, like Orlovsky talked about how that footwork times up to the route and the route combinations, right? And how good that is because you've got to be on point. But I've talked to young quarterbacks coming out of college who will tell you, hey, man, I get so busy thinking about, okay, this is how this footwork works with this. And so now I'm thinking about it's not natural. I'm thinking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so it takes time to get a comfortability with that so that you are timed up. And most guys are just more comfortable out of gun. But I will tell you, he was 100% right about the footwork coming out of gun as well and how you've got to time that up and you can't be lazy in there. I just think that being under center, one, and Peyton Manning told me this years ago, like the best thing you can do for play action is turn your back to the defense. It's the most uncomfortable thing you can do as a quarterback, but it's also the best thing you can do. You can't turn your back to the defense out of gun. Impossible. Doesn't work. You've got to do it from under center. So that's a big part of being under center. The other thing is when you're in gun all the time, about 40, maybe 50% of your run game gets eliminated. And so your run game gets affected. You know, again, it's mostly comfort for the quarterback, right? And away from the line of scrimmage and being able to see. But I think there are so many more benefits to being under center than there are to gun that I'd love to see that become more balanced.
Yeah, I just thought that quarterbacks would be more comfortable in the gun now. I mean, they've done all the steps that you need to do, whether you're throwing a curl route or a go route. I mean, you grew up in the gun. I just would think that young quarterbacks would be a lot more comfortable being in that situation rather than being under center. And we did see a little new wrinkle, I think it was a new wrinkle last week where he was in the gun. He had two guys right, one to his left, one to his right, and then a running back behind him, right? You picture that?
Mm-hmm.
Almost like a reverse wishbone.
Diamond.
Yeah, sure. That thing. But it looked a little bit different. They ran, I saw it twice, and they had success on both runs out of it. So, I don't know what it is, but you got to, if you're Sean and his offensive staff, that's a big thing moving forward. Let's just try to make Bo as comfortable as possible in the pocket. That's the number one goal. So if it's a simplified things, if it's a less personnel, whatever it may be, I don't know the answer. I have my suggestions, but that's got to be their number one goal moving forward. This defense is too good. This team has the potential to do something special if this offense can just go out there and produce a little bit, just a little bit.
See, I agree that Bo's footwork has to be a lot better. I guess I I guess it's just going to be, I think it would be easier for him to do it within the confines of what he's done for his whole career, probably going back to high school. And if he spent 98% of his time in the shotgun, then figure out how to get your footwork better while doing something you've done 98% of the time, instead of saying, all right, your footwork's not that good. Now we're going to ask you to master something you've only done 2% of the time playing quarterback your entire life. Seems like you're asking for more trouble.
No, I don't see. I don't think so. I think, one, college football's different. There's so much more space in college football. And, you know, what's completely covered in college football is wide open in professional football. And so it's that part is different. The other thing is, Mike, and we can sit there and argue it. There's not really any argument. Your run game that we've talked about, your run game and your play action game that have to be better. If you don't have, you know, if you're still developing wide receivers to get guys wide open, then it's got to come out of gun. Got to come out from under center. And so it's imperative that you work on it. And I will say this last thing. I had a long conversation, several of them, with Matt Ryan about the importance of footwork in gun and how it's got to time up to the routes. And I don't think that's necessarily coached in college because there's so much more space in college. And it's got to be coached here in the NFL. And so there is that aspect of it, too, that you got to learn it.
But this is year 2.
Right.
Also.
Right.
I'd be so
When did Matt
excited.
Ryan figure it out? When did Matt Ryan figure out the footwork?
When he won his MVP, he and Kyle Shanahan went big time into the footwork of shotgun and how it times up. And they're kind of like the godfathers, if you will, of shotgun footwork to time up to route combinations in the West Coast offense. Those two. And it became kind of the standard.
Okay, play clock's running down. Got to get a quick tee.
I know.
Get a quick tee.
I know.
Do your thing, Evans.
I know.
Evans, do your thing.
Please.
Because you like Mark and I mentioned earlier when we had Dan on.
Yeah, bad show.
It's been a tough one for you today. You
agree.
got a chance to bounce back. Fourth quarter. We need some Bo Nick's fourth quarter magic.
Bo magic.
You want to go to Phoenix this weekend?
Oh, who doesn't?
Biggest party in golf? It's a party, man. Great golf and a party.
Is it this weekend?
No, it's in February. Fan Flyaway. You know what it's presented by?
Why'd you say this weekend?
Why'd
Want
you
to go
say
to Phoenix this weekend?
You said, you want to go to Phoenix this weekend? I'm like, yes.
You're right. It's been a bad show.
Holy cow.
You're right.
And it just got worse.
I know.
You want to go to
gave you the
Phoenix?
fourth quarter. You can bounce back like Bo, and then you just
You know what that was? You know what
pick six.
piddled down your leg.
I'm Bo Nick's fourth quarter against the Raiders. That's what it is.
Get your head out of your ass.
Yeah. Give me that one more time.
One more time.
Get your head out of your ass.
You're right, Dan.
Yes!
Dan O. You are right. Would you like to go to Phoenix this February for the biggest party in golf? There we go. That second guy is always really good. It's the Fan Flyaway. It's like Stoke off the tee. It's the Fan Flyaway presented by 303 Law 4040. Darren Sace. You have 10 minutes to call us back at 303-713-1043 to be entered in our drawing for the grand prize. 2 tickets to Saturday's round at TPC Scottsdale. Round trip airfare for 2 from Denver to Phoenix. 2 nights hotel stay and a $500 Visa gift card. Darren Sace. Call us back. 303-713-1043. If you haven't already entered, you could sign up at thefanflyaway.com. Make sure to listen weekdays every hour between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. to hear if your name is called.
The Fan Flyaway is back. Presented by 303 Law 4040. Save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it. To kick off 2026, Denver Sports 1043 The Fan is sending you to Phoenix for the biggest party in golf. Airfare, hotel, tickets, and $500 in spending money all included. First, head to thefanflyaway.com to register. Then tune in every hour to see if your name is called. If you hear your name, you have 10 minutes to call us back and be entered into the grand prize drawing. That's thefanflyaway.com. Denver Sports 1043. The Fan.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here from my friends at Cudarelli Vision. Now, I wore glasses growing up, then in my 30s, had LASIK surgery. That was great, but when I hit my 50s, I started needing reading glasses to see menus, text, read stats, see my computer screen. I decided to go to Dr. Cutarelli at Cutarelli Vision for refractive lens exchange, and it's been a game changer for me, guys, and it could be for you as well. Join Dr. Cutarelli for his live webinar today at noon. Learn about refractive lens exchange from Cutarelli Vision RLE. It's a free webinar. Is a perfect opportunity to meet Dr. Cutarelli and have him answer all your questions about Cutarelli Vision RLE, like, hey, what is refractive lens exchange? Am I a good candidate for it? Is it covered by most insurance? Financing, is it available? Guys, Cutarelli Vision is Colorado's most experienced with over 90,000 vision correction procedures. He can tell you when it's right for you. RLE, like he did me, guys. So register at the webinar, for the webinar at coloradorle.com. That's coloradorle.com. No readers, no glasses, no contacts, no cataracts. Check them out, coloradorle.com.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
You could save thousands of dollars on the products your business uses the most with the Home Depot's new Pro Extra Preferred Pricing. Registering is free and easy. Just have your tax ID or business or contractor's license ready. But don't wait. The current preferred pricing benefit will end on November 15th. Visit your local Pro Desk to register now and unlock the deepest savings on the products you choose.
Black Friday is going on now at every AutoNation store. Hurry in and save for a limited time. Buy with 0 down, plus make no payments till next year. Shop new and used cars, trucks, SUVs, even top luxury models. Drive with 0 down, plus no payments till next year. Save your cash for the holidays. Go to your nearest AutoNation store now.
Limited term financing on approved credit. 90-day deferred payment. Interest accrues from date of purchase. See store for details.
Need a plumber? Euro Plumbing has the lowest prices in town. Rock bottom prices on whole house repipes, sewer line repairs, even water heaters. 720-500-3000.
Joel Klatt, the nation's leading voice in college football, joins Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth every Wednesday morning. Presented by Groove Toyota. Here we go! Tune in at 8:10 for exclusive insight, bold analysis, and maybe just a hint of shenanigans. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan. Listener appreciation.
Our RamosLaw.com texters always answer the bell.
Mentorship.
You can't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
Yeah.
And words of wisdom.
Don't let my confidence offend your insecurity.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
So, guys, let's kind of put a bow on this, pardon the pun. You guys both diving into the film, Raiders game, Telestrator Tuesday, awesome job. We heard today from both Joel Klatt and Dan Orlovsky.
Get your head out of your ass.
That was Dan.
That was
telling
good.
Mike.
Yeah.
Because we were telling Dan that Mike was having a bad show.
I wasn't having a bad show. He vigorously agreed with me. But
do you notice how he just led him, like he led the witness down to,
and he asked
the
him
way he asked the question.
A totally different question, though, than he was asking me.
Right.
And then once Dan agrees with him, he
he's
does
over
a
there
victory
celebrating.
lap
Yeah.
for no reason.
I said in order for the Broncos to be taken seriously as an AFC playoff contender, they have to beat the Chiefs at least once coming down the stretch here. Stokley, early in the show, 6 a.m. hour, you said you didn't agree with that. And that's the crux of the debate right there. It's as simple can be.
I'm not doing
You're
this
gonna-
again. I owned you, and the RamosLaw.com text line agreed with me, and so I'm not going to go.
Let's play a little bit more.
No, I want to get into.
What are you afraid of?
I want to get into
I want to get
owning you again.
Here's the question. After what you guys watch, after listening to the quarterbacks, what stands out about what this offense, Sean and Bo, need to do moving forward?
Let me just say this.
Okay.
The question was, Dan, wouldn't you agree that winning a game is important?
No, that's not what I said.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
So he's not going to. Of course, he's going to agree with that.
Back and listen to the
Right.
question.
So
Go back and listen.
Pull your head out.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. What do I think? Okay. So we've
Biggest
said this.
takeaways.
We've said this word a lot. I mean, simplify things. Right. I mean, we've been saying this for a long time. It's not like we just started saying it this week. We said it last year, and then it did get better last year, though. And they didn't do a whole lot of things differently. That's why it's kind of surprising that we've seen, and I expected ups and downs this year, but not to the degree that we've seen. And it was really bad last Thursday. You can say, hey, it was a short week, this and that, but it was really bad. So maybe just let's try to get some base stuff and run that stuff. Be a repeat play caller. It's okay. It's okay not to get to every play on your call sheet. That is fine. Let's be a repeat play caller. Let's try to, take out some of the personnel groupings. We don't need to see all that. It's not a player's right to play in the football game. You don't have to play at the wide receiver position. Maybe you're just playing special teams. And so I think that will help this group out offensively. So I think those are the biggest things for me is let's get some plays that Bo is comfortable with. And let's just call those plays. And then obviously the personnel groupings, let's try to maybe limit those as much as possible.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to, you got to play to the one thing about football is you got to play down to the guy who's going to struggle the most. And when you put a lot of stuff in, right, there are certain guys on the offense, like a lot of guys can handle it, but you got one or two guys that are going to bust things. So you got to call an offense based upon your dumbest player. Does that make sense? And I'm not trying to be a jerk.
No.
But you got to say, hey man, if we're going to do this, the odds are this guy's going to have a tough time lining up, or this guy's going to have a tough time kind of reading coverage on the fly, or whatever it is. And so we've got to create an offense where everybody, when the ball is snapped, knows what to do and can go, onions out.
So you guys
is that kind of what we have to do here on the show for Evans?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So that makes sense now. I understand it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
He's an idiot and a fool.
Okay. So you guys are both confident that if you simplify the offense.
Mike, you can tell that Mike got a little bit irritated today.
Body right?
He's a little irritated.
Now we're going for the knockout.
Yeah.
No,
he's a little irritated today.
No. I'll let you have your little fun and games because I know tomorrow will be a different day.
You hope. You can only pray. You can only pray.
Yeah, it's been tough.
No, it hasn't been.
Are
you both
Yes,
confident?
Yeah, from the time I drove in, right from the time I was driving in to
you
now.
heard the start of it. I mean, you were in the car listening.
Listen, I can't help the fact that neither one of you can understand context and nuance. So there you go. I guess I need to dumb it down for you two. So I apologize. I apologize to everybody today for trying to do highbrow radio surrounded by these two guys.
Yeah,
so
Sean. Sean.
Yeah.
You know what? You need to simplify it so everybody in here can play
I need
fast.
to simplify it.
Yeah.
I need to organize and run this show to the one or two weakest links. Are you guys both confident that if you simplified the offense the way you guys want it simplified, do you think you see a much more confident Bo Nix, a more accurate Bo Nix, and do you see a more fundamentally sound Bo Nix?
I think it's better. Yeah, I think it's better.
You think there'll be a direct cause and effect?
All of a sudden, I think we're going to see, the 2013 Denver Broncos offense. No.
Right.
But I think it looks better, and I think Bo will be more comfortable with it. I do. But I don't think it's going to go from what we saw to this great offense. And one more other thing that this offense needs, and I don't care if it's simplified or not simplified. Now, I think if you simplify it, it helps it. You attention to details. That's what I'm not seeing, from the wide receiver position. Be where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there, right? If the route says 12 yards, you get to 12 yards, you create separation, you got good technique. If you're supposed to run a for the love of the game route and all you're doing is clearing it out, Marvin Mims, run as fast as you can, right? There's no looking back for balls. Troy Franklin on the interception, all of a sudden he just puts it in neutral and just kind of cruising because he's covered. Don't ever not expect the ball to be thrown to you. You just never know. So it's always full speed, and it's be where you're supposed to be. 12 yards, you're at 12 yards, right? And you have good technique. You don't drift on your routes. It's the little things, and you're not seeing that from this group. And that's not just the wide receivers. That's the tight ends. Hey, if you're supposed to block somebody, Troutman, block somebody. Let's go. So offensive line, it's everybody. And so that's a big part of this is just the little details that you need to be on it. And I'm not saying make all these amazing catches or make all these amazing throws. Bo Nix, hey, if you got it protected, if 6 are coming and you have a 6-man protection, trust your guys and hang in the pocket. Then you'll see Troy Franklin for a 93-yard touchdown.
Let me see if I can finish strong here, okay? Proof that I've been listening.
Yeah.
To what Stoke just said. If you simplify things, watch how much better those details start to get ironed out.
And watch how much better or how much faster this offense plays. Eliminate 3 and outs. Although we did see a kind of a glimpse into Stokley's dream cycle window, if you will.
Dream cycle window?
Oh, I don't know.
12 yards.
I've never heard this either.
Wait, I don't know if this is going to be a compliment or a shot at
No. This is
all these years I've never heard this. This is fresh material.
So this is
new story.
This is what.
This is not Joe.
No,
Gibbs.
this is what I saw right there as I was listening to you, Stoke. You hit that. If you're supposed to be at 12 yards, be where you're at. Be where you're supposed to at when you're supposed to be there. 12 yards. 12 yards. If I had 12 yards, and that's you waking up in cold sweats with Peyton Manning yelling at you about being at the right depth, isn't it? You've got a recurring dream.
100%.
Is that your stress dream?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Is that your
yes?
Like for me, it's like I'm walking across the campus at Syracuse late in the semester, and I realize there's a class that I've been signed up for I haven't gone to once, and then I walk into the class and everyone looks at me. That's my number one stress dream.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. My stress dream is being late to a game. I'm running in, trying to tie my shoes, trying to get myself ready to go out there. Alex Gibbs is screaming at me for being late. So it's a stress dream. That's your stress dream. I could see you're 12 yards. You're supposed to be at 12 yards. You got to be at 12 yards. You got to be at 12 yards. I could just see Payton going, that was at 11 yards, Stokely!
Why did no? It's usually the offensive coordinator says it first. Hey, you got to get your. Peyton throws a bad pass. Well, you didn't get your depth. You're only at 11.5 yards. You're supposed to be at 12 yards. So that's it, that is definitely it. And I still have it on the golf course when he's my partner. Still have it. I would have given Bird to Peyton, right? It's one of those things where, hey, need you here. You got you got a stroke on this hole right here. I'm like, yes, I already know, and I already know you need me. You don't have to put any more pressure on me on this hole. Thank you, though.
Unbelievable. All right. Your stress dream is much more fun than mine is. You're getting yelled at by Peyton Manning.
That's not fun.
No,
that's not fun.
No, you're getting yelled at by Alex. Well, you're getting yelled at by Alex Gibbs.
No gift.
Hey, as we wrap things up, we're really looking forward to this event coming up next week. As we're all going to be out there, all 3 of us are going to be.
I don't know if we're doing
there.
it together though. I seriously they're trying to get us. They're trying to do this, make us do it together.
Be a good team. Team bonding.
I don't.
After today, I think we could use some.
I'm like a.
Yeah,
I'm not. I don't like being on a team anymore.
Mike could wear your coat.
Yeah, it's gonna be chilly.
It's got your sweat stain on it. Your
nothing
forehead.
on it.
Your forehead sweats, beads of sweat all on my sweatshirt. It's going straight to the dry cleaners.
This is the big event next week that we would love for you to be a part of. Did you know that 1 in 8 people in Colorado, including 1 in 7 kids, experience food insecurity? It's why Denver Sports, 104.3 The Fan, and Walmart are teaming up, and we invite you to help on November 19th, 20th, and 21st. We'll tell you the day we're going to be out there and win. From 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., join us at the Highlands Ranch Walmart near C470 in Quebec to fill the truck by donating food products to the food bank of the Rockies. I was out there last year. It was a great environment and love to meet a lot of people. For more information and a list of most needed items, head to DenverSports.com/truck. Great show, everybody. I promise to be better. Hey, I don't get to wash. No wash. No wash. Only winners wash. I don't get to wash today. Maybe I get to wash tomorrow. We'll find out. Tune in at 6 a.m. tomorrow to find out. Dover and I almost said Dover and Stokely. Wow.
Oh,
you guys don't even do that show anymore. What a perfect way to finish. What a perfect way to finish.
Dover and Cecil.
Guy, you do it, Steak.
Dover and Cecil up next.
Thank you.
Do the Broncos need to get back to basics on offense?
Every person in every situation that I've ever been in and guys that I've talked to, when it comes to we're not playing well, the answer is always, let's simplify. 100% of the time.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here from my friends at O'Meara Ford, and I'm telling you what, guys, what an unbelievable job they have done. They do such, they've been in business for over 113 years, guys, and right now, if you owe more on your vehicle than it's worth, well, now's the time to go check out my friends at O'Meara Ford because they have got the special going on right now. You talk about you want a payoff reduction special at O'Meara Ford. They've got it going on, and they do a phenomenal job, like I said. So here it is. At O'Meara Ford right now, if your payoff is $17,000, at O'Meara Ford it becomes $6,000. If your payoff is $14,000, it becomes $3,000. If your payoff's $11,000 at O'Meara, it becomes $0. You can save thousands with 0% APR financing, 72 months. Let O'Meara Ford reduce your payoff for up to $11,000. I tell you what, check them out. Stock SUA 05503. Must qualify for all rebates. Check them out right now. That's O'Meara Ford. You can find them at O'MearaFord.com. I-25, 104th and I-25. Check them out.
250 years ago, a promise was made to connect families and friends near and far. And during the holidays, that promise is more important than ever. That's why USPS is building a better network to meet your needs with timely deliveries, easy and affordable ways to ship, and everything you need to make your season full of holiday cheer. Our purpose is delivering your peace of mind, knowing your love will arrive, bringing joy to all. The United States Postal Service. Learn more at USPS.com/holidays.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Is your energy slipping away, losing your edge? It could be low testosterone. Take action. Centergenics and Low T Center offer a quick, free T-test. Get pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded, personalized by experts just for you. Most insurance covers it. The best you is waiting at TRTMVP.com.
Looking to sell your used Rolex watch? We buy and sell pre-owned Rolex watches, all styles from old to new. Hi, I'm Scott Matthew with Matthews Fine Watches and Jewelry. Bring in your Rolex watch and we will buy it on the spot. Matthews, located in Highlands Ranch, serving Colorado since 1951.
Broncos